That's good. That's good. All right. Just got to go to MLB. That. Pop this open. All right. Watch that live. Oh, we're both 7-8. The Phillies and the Tigers both have a
ERA as opposed to Hector Neris.
Gonna pause that real quick. Go and bring up the YouTube stuff. Hold on. What the hell? Is my mic quiet? Let me check something here. All right. Let me check something. All right. It seems. All right. Never mind. All right. We're good. All right. It just looked weird for a second, but it's a commercial break. I'm sure when it comes back on, it'll be first pitch coming up. So how's it going, Sean? For the Tigers leading, it'll be Zach Wheeler pitching. Leading off, it'll be Robbie Grossman, Candelario, Willie Castro, followed by Nunez, Scope, Mazzara, Ramos, Harold Castro, and Jacoby Jones. Yeah, pitching for the Tigers today is Scooble. So, pretty good. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Yeah, commercial break. I'm sure the game will be on in just a moment. What's up, Space? You have a good birthday yesterday, man? Everything go good? Ooh. That's good. What's up, Eddie? Glad to hear, man. Glad to hear. Ugh. How is everybody, though? What the hell, dude? This just doesn't... All right. There we go. That's a little better. Yo, what's up, Wade? Oh, you're on time. The game hasn't started yet. Yeah, we got back Ted Karras. Yeah, he came back to the Patriots. What the hell is this thing doing? Why is it just fucking around and moving or whatever? Yeah. The game hasn't quite started yet, Wade. Still waiting for really first pitch, so that's quite good. So Benjamin. Yeah, it's really nice out today. Yeah, so yeah, Matthew, Patriots did good. Well, I mean, Ted Karras, you know, we had to replace our centers, so makes sense to make a sign, you know. Yeah, yep. I think he wants too much money, and we're not willing to pay it for a center. I'm doing good though. I'm doing good. St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. I don't really care for this day. I'm not Irish. I'm not Catholic. I don't drink. What's up, Kevin? Do you think we'll get Deshaun Watson? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know if we're one of the teams he wants to go play for. See what I mean by this just keeps like moving up for some reason? It just like does its own thing. There's no I can't really control it for some reason. Yeah, commercial breaks, yada yada. I don't know why it's such a long time between. I don't know what they're waiting for. But no, I don't think so. Seems unlikely. Red Sox? Where the hell are the Red Sox? Yeah, they're playing against the Twins right now as the home team. Oh, there we go.
Getting ready to go out at Baycare Ballpark in Clearwater, Florida. There you see the conditions.
Game's on. Cool.
A beautiful day. Are you kidding me? 78 degrees. down in Clearwater, Florida.
Hopefully this is a good audio mix anyway. It should be.
Happy St. Patrick's Day down there to everybody.
Oh, everyone's wearing green too.
Out there.
Woo.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Let's get to
Yeah, they got Jamal Williams. The Lions did. They also traded for Michael Brockers. Pretty good pickup.
Detroit Tigers is brought to you
Yeah,
by
Kevin. I think it's because the Tigers are only playing like 2 or 3 teams in spring training this year.
Robbie Grossman leading off. Jamer Candelario batting second. He's at first base. Willie
There we go. That's a better audio. That was a little loud. You think about Henry? Oh, he's good. Yeah, good signing. Good signing. Yep.
Third base.
Not really a football.
The right fielder, Wilson Ramos. The Bull.
How come? Is it a good pickup? Yeah, both of those are good pickups. Yeah, I would say so.
Jones will be in center.
I don't think Jamal Williams is like a bad running back, nor do I think Michael Brockers is a bad player. He's really, really good. He was like the captain of their defense last year.
It is a fine day indeed.
It's a beauty, isn't it? There you see Zach Wheeler's numbers.
So Grossman will lead it off against Zach Wheeler.
3 games in spring training. What are we looking for today, Ben?
Fastball command, first and foremost. He's got a big arm. It's free and easy, but got to locate.
He had like 5 sacks last season. Yeah, Brockers. Yeah, but I mean, he's literally the reason that guys like Aaron Donald get to exist the way they do.
A little bit of problem with
So
some mechanics. Any thoughts, either of you two?
you have to understand he's the guy who eats shitloads of blocking to allow Aaron Donald to kind of exist and do what he does.
Bodies together. They're getting their mechanics. Sometimes it takes a little bit.
Pairing him with Trey Flowers and Romeo Aguara and just that whole whatever the hell they're doing down there. That's not a bad situation. Anyway, strike one.
Get right back on track here.
Yeah, it seems as
Green jerseys versus green jerseys. Basically, the difference is the pants color. White pants versus gray pants today.
Not necessarily speed-wise.
Yeah, Aaron Noel struggled a little bit yesterday, and we know what to expect out of Aaron. I think
Hilarious that they're all just wearing green.
A lot more fine than he was yesterday.
It's the only thing they can do in spring training, that they have a little shamrock thingy on the mound.
Seems like Wheeler's coming out with a pretty good fastball today, though. Good
Without a doubt. And you look at his windup, you think, how could he have some mechanical?
Are there a lot of Irish people in the MLB or something?
Delivery is so straightforward. It's a little jab step up with his left leg and down. There's not a whole lot of wasted motion there.
All right, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Looks like it's going to be ball 2. Bounced it in.
See, that's probably more what he's talking about is his finish. I mean,
That looked like it hit him, but it bounced, so it doesn't count. What's up, Max?
Finishing. Sometimes you can finish too hard.
That hit him, but it kind of looked like it kind of flipped and bounced in, so it's not really a hit by pitch. It's a hit by ricochet. 3-2, full count. Good eye.
See, that ball's still got some hair on it.
Oh, he's got plenty of life.
Getting my strawberry banana juice in.
In all baseball.
That way I can go fight people and shit after the stream.
Averaged, what, second or third in
Good
all
and healthy.
baseball and average velocity last year.
Ah,
Base hit.
bum ass motherfucker. Oh no, never mind. Okay, that's good. I thought we were playing defense first. We've been the home team for like 5 straight games, and so I'm kind of used to seeing us. I'm not used to batting in the top of the first. Never mind. All right, we got a base hit. Yay! Yay! And the double green jerseys is throwing me off a little bit too. So
anything could happen. Base hit.
all right. Base hit. Runner on first now for the Tigers. Good start to the game.
Someone like Zach Wheeler should be able to.
Who's up now? Is this Candelario's up, batting from the left side of the plate? Obviously, Wheeler's right-handed.
Spring training, beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You knew this was coming.
Strike one.
See,
Yeah, that was outside.
And a perfect example of something like this is, Ruben, you played with him. Kurt Schilling. I know a lot of people.
I wonder if they're going to make Grossman run here.
There was no doubt about it. But a lot of his first 3 innings, first time through the order, were always all fastballs.
Yeah, and he's such a clean delivery.
All right, here we go. The 0-1. Oh, pickoff attempt.
Wheeler's delivery, but
looks like they're thinking he might be going too, because I'm 100% thinking they're sending Grossman here soon.
If you can do that consistently, you're going to be able to throw better strikes and more quality.
This feels like a steal situation. This feels like a good time to practice a steal here.
Jamer Candelario.
0-1 count. Here we go. Hopefully they actually pitch it, not an actual pickoff. And that was the one to go on. That'd have been the pitch to run on.
Ball, but that looks to me like more of a get me over breaking ball. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Yeah, it didn't have tremendous bite on it,
It
but
was just late.
Yeah, it'll be 0-2.
Ricky, did you always find that the
Quickly in the hole is Candelario.
Came
Here's the 0-2
around
from
the latest in
Wheeler.
spring training?
Oh, wait, he's waiting a minute. Here we go. There it
My
is.
curveball,
And fouls it off.
here's what I could get to.
A little bit straighter. That's a really nice fucking opposite field hit for Candy, but, you know.
Spring training was an issue for me, especially when I knew
You
I
know.
already made the team. It was a big-time issue to me because I would come in.
0-2 it remains. Candelario's kind of hard to strike
The one
out.
thing is, you can't get to that speed at home. It takes time for you to get to the speed that you
So,
want to be.
All right, here's the 0-2
and for
again.
me, the beginning of spring training, I might as well have just been throwing batting
Oh,
practice
pick off.
the first 5 or 6 games I was in.
Yeah, I always felt like the power pitchers, it took them much longer to really get the finish on their fastballs. I mean, guys like Papelbon and the guys who could really throw, Billy Wagner's, those guys can really fire. Yourself. To me, you guys
And they
need
really
that
think
juice.
Grossman's
You
going.
need
What's up,
that
Nathan?
juice at the end of the game. That's, you know, you get closer and closer towards the end.
They're
of spring
very
training,
nervous
and
about
then the
Grossman
crowd
over
starts
at
getting
first
into it.
base. This
That's
should
when
be
guys
this could be a
start
very
Yeah, I was always the third deck guy. I enjoyed the
interesting
the third
pitch that
deck
comes
and the lights came
from the
on.
pitcher. This could be a
I
missed
think I
pitch.
started disliking day games because of spring training. I did. I felt like I was back
fouled
in
it
spring
off.
training, and I was going to get my.
And he
power
left it
on
up
that
too.
day.
If it wasn't so inside, that would have been a nice little piece. That probably would have got
Yeah,
to
you're
a gap.
right. I mean, you'll see a lot of guys who are hard throwers.
Got a little inside
who
though.
get to a
Nothing.
position
Just
where
chilling.
They might get to that
Nothing
number.
wrong
Let's
with
say
that,
your
Nathan.
number
I'm
is
just
96
chilling.
miles an hour. You might get
Nice
to
as
that
hell
number,
outside. Might go
but
for a
it's
walk
flat
after the stream.
96. And that's what that next week does. Is it gets you
I
that
don't know,
finish
though.
on the baseball at the end. And usually about this time, though, is when it starts to click together.
And another 0-2. It's on
See, that's
YouTube
good
TV.
pitch, Tom.
Okay.
That's a good 0-2
That's good for
pitch.
YouTube
Outside
TV.
corner. One, two, already 11.
Does that mean
pitches.
I'm not allowed
Nobody on
to
the first.
react to the game?
Probably hoping to see
What's up,
what,
Christian?
4 or 5 innings here.
I would say.
Or does
4.
that mean like it? Well, I gotta shut it down.
Hoping
for 4?
Who gives a shit? 2-2. Ah, told you he was gonna be running. They got his ass.
that's a heck of a tag by Luke Williams.
Yeah, they made it too obvious that he was going. I fucking felt that in my butt.
One away. That's easy. That'll cut your pitch.
I would have canceled the run.
Absolutely.
Like you don't steal when the Phillies are like
Catch
that
guys, these
expecting
guys
you to
working on
steal the base.
Middle infielders on these
Yeah,
pitches.
green jerseys
Saw
are pretty
Alpo
cool.
do it
They're
the
pretty.
other day.
They're cool. They're unique.
Now Mathis has plenty of time.
They
That
short
was.
hopped him, too.
Yeah.
They were so waiting for that fucking run by Grossman.
A really nice job by Mathis of actually coming up with
Full
that.
count. Good job by
That backhand
Candelario to work in
pick.
full.
You know, typically you want to try to block that, but he's got really good hands.
One out,
He's
though.
doing a good play.
Hey, Ben,
On the
you
call
were
team. What's up,
talking about-
Julius?
Look at this. 0-2.
Green
3-2.
jerseys are cool. Might have to see if they're on sale, so I will see if I can get one. Yeah, they'll probably be on
Wheeler's
sale.
gotta get that
Oh yeah, they sell
finishing
everything.
pitch down.
Oh yeah. You can probably buy one right now for a discounted price. Holy shit, he smoked
Does
it,
that
but foul.
concern you, Ruben? I mean, you see Mathis.
It's a
setting
solid
up flat on the
contact.
outside part of the plate,
But
knee high, and then the
foul.
ball comes in hand high on the inside part.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of it's a little, the small mechanic. He's been talking about it. You know,
Yeah.
a little small mechanical.
You can tell it's starting to become
movement
springtime.
that
I'm
he's
hearing
not quite
shitloads of
getting
birds
to,
returning
and
outside. It's
I think at
miserable.
some point he's going to get there. Thankfully, we're in spring
hate
training.
birds.
That's why we're here.
Another foul by
And
Candelario.
Watching what he's doing right now.
I think this is about to be the 10th
it
pitch of the
seems as though
at-bat.
With no strikes, he's throwing that.
Pretty
big
good at-bat
pitch.
by Candelario. It'd
And
be
then
nice if
after
he
that,
could
he can't seem to find
punch it
that
off
same
with like a
pitch
homer or a single here.
3-2 count.
Double,
15 pitches
triple,
in. Wow.
something. Just get on base. Unless they strike his ass out. Fuck. Ah. God
There's a
damn
ground
it.
ball
Miss.
over the
Drop
ball.
it. Oh, bitch.
Throws him out.
All right, there's two down.
Base. Citizen Stats
Caught
leader.
stealing by
Just
Grossman,
outside
and now a
Citizen
ground out to
Stats
the third
leader,
baseman
brought
by
to you
Candy. Good
Citizens,
at bat though.
The official bank of the Phillies. There you see. NLERA.
Yeah, that was a
leaders
bad one.
last year. Look who's there.
Any website? Yeah, look in the pinned comment, Young.
Some big names on that list, guys.
But yeah, Sean. Yeah, that was so obvious that like Grossman. If you're gonna be that obvious, you're gonna be stealing the base. Like at least I don't know, do something. I don't know what he was doing.
Absolutely lights out.
Ball
I
one.
think he's
Willie
averaging
Castro up.
something like 2 strikeouts an inning right now in spring training. I'll tell you what.
Like the Phillies were just like, all right, well, clearly Grossman's running. Like as soon as he got over to first and took that first lead, I was like, all right, well,
It's gonna be a battle, guys.
he has a steal sign on. He's supposed to run at some point.
1-0 pitch.
Base
Way
hit.
too much on the plate right there. Down and into a lefty. A little dangerous, Ruben.
That right fielder looked
that's
really
kind of the
pissed off
left
he
zone
didn't
for
catch
the-
that
for
ball
the
because like
left-handers. And, you know, Willie
it literally took a
Castro
hop
is
a
really
half an
good
inch in
at that.
front of
He's
him.
among the league leaders in
Like if
almost
he
every
would've
single offensive category.
ran a
Great
little
play.
harder
He gets
forward,
a
he'd have caught that
fastball
ball.
right down and in. He jumps all over it.
Very
Actually,
weird.
it's a pretty darn good
That
play
the
by,
outfielder looked really
by
down on
Odubel
himself for the way he had to
Herrera
field
right
that.
there, not trying to make this catch because if he tries to dive and make the catch with 2
Nunez
outs,
up.
got a chance to be an extra
Nunez
base
actually
hit.
hit a home run
Yeah.
yesterday, so maybe he
Batter runner
repeats that
get
today
to,
here.
to second
Starts
base
to
in the
show us
scoring
that power
position.
that
So he
everyone
stayed
tells me
back,
about.
Took it on 1 hop, and then
And then I've heard about too 31 home runs in a season for a little guy.
Yes. Batter for
Too many
the
tabs,
Tigers.
not buff streams. Yeah, you don't want to
DH
have
in
too
this
many
one.
tabs. I only use 1 tab at a time,
The first
Nathan.
righty that Zach Wheeler gets to see.
Especially if you use
Sometimes
Chrome.
you say, "Thank
Oh
goodness."
boy. Oh,
Yeah.
Nunez took a swing at the
Good
fence.
fastball.
Good
Go
cut
right
there.
at him.
The Tigers are pitching Skubal, Derek. Tarek
have
Skubal.
3
Skubal.
switch hitters at the top
I don't know
of
how
the
to
line.
properly say
That's
his
pretty
name.
versatile. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Work those counts. Yeah, those were good at bats. I won't say anything against Candelario. Grossman had a good at bat too.
This does
Just
actually
the
look
stolen
pretty
base
close
thing
to
was
their
so obvious by
opening day lineup.
Grossman. He needed to do a little
I guess
better there.
save for Miguel Cabrera being
Stealing
in
on
the
the pitcher's first step. It looked like
Got a
he
little
might have
strange.
gone as soon as he
Late
saw the ball
coming over
bounce.
like that.
Yeah, I don't know what he was.
Doesn't seem
Yeah,
like
he
much
looked like
over
he got a bad
in-
jump or
in
something.
Philadelphia, but that's a bit of a ride for veterans, though.
Oh, you were doing schoolwork? Yeah, yeah. If you're doing, oh, it makes sense.
Just
Yeah,
a
just be
couple of
careful when you have a lot of tabs open.
Work going
It
on
can
the bullpen
cause your
already.
computer to go wonky. 1-1, especially if you don't have a lot of
Well, this
RAM.
is one of those situations where you don't want to get
Not
get his
much.
pitch counts up too
Um,
high, and then they
Grossman
can-
got
they can
on,
shut
got
him
caught
down, and they
stealing,
don't have him
Candy
finish it off.
Flew
Good
out,
jam shot right there to second base,
and we
Tigers
just ended the inning.
decide.
There we go. Nunez kind of just infield flew, kind of. I don't know. Infield popped out. He grounded out to the second baseman, but it was like a small pop fly. I don't understand what that was, but we'll go to the bottom of the second here. Bottom of the second, and the Phillies will be up. It'll be Quinn, Kingery, and Harper versus Tarek Skubal. Quinn, Kingery, and Harper, followed by Baum, Herrera, Williams, Hall, Torreyes, and Mathis for the Phillies. I'll unmute it as soon as it pops back on. Yeah, it's on TV. Yep. Yeah, yep, yeah. Well, I mean, I think Andrews wants too much money, so that makes sense. All right, we'll see how we do pitching-wise today. Hopefully we don't have another bad outing and get smoked early. If I remember right, didn't the last time we played Philadelphia, they absolutely, they just put that thing on us, really early? Sort of like, what was it, Toronto? I feel like the last 2 times we played, yeah, that's what it was. We lost to them 9-3. That's precisely what it was. Cardinals are signing AJ Green. Wow. You have to take a LGBTQ form. Oh, you're a homo, Nathan? No, just kidding. All right, game's back on.
All right, Clearwater, Florida. Beautiful day for baseball. You see people on the berm in their pods. What a beautiful day. Today's starting lineup for the
No, I'm just
Philadelphia
messing around.
Phillies is
Yeah,
brought to you
Nathan,
by
no, I'm just fucking around with you.
fastest internet in Philadelphia. There's see Roman Quinn leading off. Scott Kingery, Bryce Harper, Alec Boehm in the cleanup spot. Odubel Herrera, Luke Williams, Derek Hall, Ronald Torreyes, and Jeff Mathis. Ruben, your thoughts on the lineup?
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I get that those 3 outfielders.
Hope
going
Skubal can
head-to-head,
do good.
and
Yeah, hopefully.
they're gonna
This
try
is
to
a
figure
shot
out
at making the
who
team
their
here in the
center
next
fielder
couple
every day,
starts.
and that's still the big question mark. There's
Tomorrow's the big day where everybody's getting
someone's
sent
gonna have to
down
step up and do
basically.
this
If
job,
we'll
and
no longer
they're
see
gonna get the
Green, we'll probably no longer see Torkelson after today.
and show Joe Girardi what they can do.
Numerous guys are getting sent down. Pitchers that aren't going to make
Yeah,
it,
really good arm. He's probably their number 3
bunch
or
of
number 4
bums, basically.
prospect. One of the things that Detroit has started to develop is
And then we enter the
starting pitching.
last section
We
of
saw
spring
Mize,
training,
Casey
which is
Mize the other day,
the more
now,
realistic
Tarek
baseball.
Skubal. He's got a 4-pitch mix, big arm, overpowering
1-1.
fastball, big deceptive leg kick. He's working on his secondary pitches. Had a little bit of a struggle last year.
Ooh, what a
his
pitch by
first year in
Scooble.
Major Leagues, but he's got a big time hammer anywhere from.
I don't know if you guys just seen that pitch. That was gnarly. 1-2.
He does throw a changeup, and he also throws a slider.
I'm telling you, I think
He's a 4-pitch
Scooball is
mix
going to
guy,
take
but
that
it's
last
really
spot in the
about being able
rotation.
to hone down his secondary pitches.
That was pretty impressive. Went with a fastball in off the plate and then dropped one from 12 to 6.
Yeah, and then he spins one up there like that, and that's that's the difference. He hasn't been able to do that consistently, and when he can, he's got a chance to be a good one.
2-2 count to Roman Quinn. Just held back. Full count. This is what you want to see from Roman, right?
Yes.
Full counts, deep counts.
And then put the ball in play.
Because we were doing civics engagement
That's it.
projects, one group is doing that, and suicide mine is anxiety and
Pretty
teens.
good ball
Okay.
play there. It might have been the best pitch he's seen.
Yeah.
3-2 count,
Center
so
cut
it's full.
fastball, but you see
Obviously,
him
there's
kind of dip
a couple
underneath and
wild
try to
breaking
drive the ball
balls.
out of the ballpark, and that should not be his game necessarily. And listen, every once in a while, he should drive a ball into the gap. But
I have a weird feeling we're going to get to that when the next hitter steps up.
And that's going to be a foul ball.
Foul ball.
Kind of an accidental
Still a
contact.
3-2 count. Yeah, oddly enough, you brought it up a little bit in the open. Roman Quinn, Scott Kingery, Odubel Herrera, all in the line.
But we get a nice pitch here and get out.
I'm going to get to the GM question in a minute.
And looks like he popped it up.
Popped up left side.
Hopefully it should be an out.
You never know anyways, isn't it, in Clearwater?
All right, one away. Tigers get the
Ball
first
goes up
out
in
of the
the air,
inning.
you
Always the
never
hardest
know.
one. Here comes Kingery.
Quinn goes down on a pop-up to short.
What's up, Don? Yeah, Lions made a couple moves. They got Williams. They signed. They brought in Brockers. Not bad.
Okay. So
Not
you
bad
check
depth
off the
moves.
box,
And
right?
Brockers makes a pretty good defensive leader. So.
he did hit the ball in the air, and it was a changeup.
All right, here comes
down the
Kingery,
middle,
Harper
and
on
you just
deck.
See him work up underneath the baseball, and while it was a decent at bat, he still did not put the ball in play on a line.
There you
Good
see
pitch, strike
Kingery's
one.
Numbers. Good or bad, they're kind of mirroring last season.
And you
And I
know
know
what?
it is the spring.
You know what? He's a much better ball player than this, and I think everybody knows
Exactly
it.
what
I
it
think,
sounds like,
It's
Nathan.
one of those situations where he is now trying to make some adjustments in his
I
swing
don't know why the
and
Lions
still
brought in
trying to
another
make
running
this
back. I don't
club
think they
and be
believe in
able to do
Kerryon
something.
Johnson.
That's not an easy thing to do.
Well, to
Basically,
both
when
of
you talk
know,
about
2 years
that
back,
community, are people
that
generally
complete uppercut swing.
insensitive?
Should never
Nathan,
have been
are they
at least in
homophobic
my
when you
opinion.
bring up the LGBTQ
You guys,
community?
any thoughts on that? And how
That
hard
kind
it is
of
to get
stuff.
back to level?
Well, I think you hit
Have
the
you ever
ball
had that
very
happen when you
hard.
brought up
He's
that
swinging,
those
in my opinion, it's
that
too hard
topic?
of a swing. It's not the short, concise swing we saw in spring training.
You
That
go, "Oh,
enabled
fuck
him
that,
to
I hate
make
them
the club
people."
A couple years ago, it's a completely different swing. It's not as quick. It's not as efficient.
Now he's worked the count to 2 and 2, so I mean you're seeing some
Yeah.
good at least from the first 2 hitters.
That's at least how I would
You know, a
interpret
3-2
that
count with
question.
Roman Quinn and now a 2-2 count.
2-2
for Scott
count.
Kingery.
It's become a little bit of the trademark of the club. You know, the guys have really been grinding out at bats.
Hey, struck him out. Good pitch by Scooball. Gassed his ass.
Big strikeout, big fastball there, blew it by Kingery.
Yeah, and that's the thing that Scooble can do.
But yeah, I don't think the Lions really believe in Carry-On and his stability.
Up and in, runs up and in on Kingery. It's tough
I think
for him to
I
get
think
to
they
that
think he's an
ball,
injury
particularly
problem guy.
underneath the baseball.
Now, you just said good finish on the ball. I want you to explain from a hitter's look.
All right, 2 out. Here comes Harper.
Is that ball jumping on you when they have good finish instead of the ball being flat?
Well, Ben was a hitter. I wasn't.
That's true, Ben.
No, it definitely. Some guys just have different finish on their pitches. I mean, whether you're throwing, I mean, I've gotten blown away by a 92-mile-an-hour fastball just because the way the ball, the way that you perceive the baseball, you know, coming into you, and it's, you know, Scooble's got that. It's a whole different animal. I think he hides the ball really well, and that was a perfect.
Lions
location
rebuilded for
to
20 years.
Scott
2 good
Kingery.
players, Calvin and Stafford.
How much you guys?
Well, that's the Lions,
how much would
Nathan.
you love
It
this
is what
guy
it
on
is.
your team?
I believe Swift can be special. I think he's going to be special next
In the
season.
ninth
It's just
round at a Seattle
foul ball, by the
University.
way.
That's what I'm
They just need to have a
Solidly
good,
out
dependable
came out of
backup for him.
Seattle.
Is that really a school?
apparently. He was there for 3 years.
Up high, ball 2.
Okay. There's Harps.
And he's listed at 6'3", 215, but I just think, you know, this delivery, it's I'm liking it. I like the way the ball comes out of his hand.
He really finishes out front.
2-1.
Kind of reminds me of Scott Kazmir, if you guys remember with that.
Was Okuda a bad pick? I don't know.
It's pretty deceptive. On the problem with
I just think that defense was just not very well coached last year. So we'll see with better coaching how it performs.
Consistently that arm
Or how he performs, rather. Sorry. Defense, him. 2-2. Good swing. A swing and a miss by Harper.
In his fastball in the right spot.
See if Scooball can get a K here.
I think this guy right here has got to become a huge key to the Phillies this year. The key, if you will.
Oh, struck him out. What a pitch. What a half inning by Scooball. Good job.
For strike 3, the Phillies no runs on no.
All right, cool. Good job by Scooball. We'll go to the top of the second. It'll be Scope, Mazzara, and Ramos. Scope, Mazzara, and Ramos for the Tigers in the top of the second. Good start for Mr. Scooball. Yeah, just kind of, it's a commercial break now, so I'm muting the audio. I got no idea what's even happening in this commercial. Yeah, and they stuck a rookie who didn't get training camp and had injury problems on all the number 1 receivers that they played against. It was just it was a problem waiting to happen. So, I don't know. I guess give Okuda a year or two. You feel a little bit better, it goes on and off. That's good, Kevin. I'm glad to hear you're feeling a little better. Kinda. Tigers can get a win. I hope they do too, man. I hope they do too. Packers might want to sign the Sherm. Ooh, shit. Good signing a couple years ago. I just don't know how much Sherm's got left. He didn't look as good as he could have last year, I would argue. But, you know, he's getting older, so makes sense. Long commercials. There it is.
With the 2021 St. Patty's Day
Krom?
cap by New Era. The festive green stretch snap cap includes a crisp green Phillies Bell logo on the front for an added touch of luck on game day. Originally retailing for $32, the cap is available at a special price of $15 today through Saturday, March 20th. Visit the New Era Phillies team
Wearing
store
green today?
located at
No, I
Citizens
don't
Bank
care about
Park
any
to
of that.
purchase yours today.
No chance of me to be able to do that.
Pat P wants the 49ers Cardinals. All right.
The hitter,
Cool.
third baseman for
Don't
the,
really care
Detroit
right now about
Tigers.
football,
Ruben,
just
as
to
you
be
said,
honest.
I mean, the Tigers brought in
1-1.
more or less their starting lineup.
What do you think? Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a club that that really struggled last year, but you know, they brought Scope back.
2-2, 1-2,
It's interesting to see
1-2.
him play third base. He did play some third base in the
Be nice to see
Baltimore
Scope get a hit here.
organization. He's been known to be a second baseman, but he has bounced around a little bit. You know, it's just it's a club that's rebuilding, and they're trying to make their mark. And I think one of the things that they're trying to rebuild with is
God damn it!
AJ
All right, one
Hinch and
away.
new, staff and
Grounded out to the third baseman there.
trying to
Not
take it to the
not
next level
exactly
now. They
a
do have
good
to
start to
get
the
some
inning.
of those young players, they have to get to the big leagues and be their core players. Otherwise, that rebuild's not. It's going to go for naught.
Yeah, there's a 1-2 pitch. Quick out for Zach Wheeler. Nice play over there by Alec Bohm. 5-3 on the putout. If you're keeping score at home. I always wanted to say that. If you're keeping score at home.
All right, one away here.
Nomar
Now up is Mazzara.
For the Detroit Tigers.
Hey, maybe a hit.
He
Nope,
wastes no
grounded
time.
out.
Ground ball over to short.
2 down already. That was this is a quick 2 outs here in the top of the second.
Thing of beauty.
I have a bad feeling about how this game's gonna go.
Luke's made a couple good plays already.
God
in this game.
damn it.
Well, Luke's a really versatile type of a player. You know, he's a
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and they'll
I think
start
he's
getting
one of the
base
best
hits. But
athletes on the field now. This is a really good.
this is
fastball.
kind of an early
Fastball
indication.
hit on
Usually Tigers games
Made a mistake
kind
by
of
trying to
trend
get
in
the
one
deal away.
direction. They don't really break out of trends when they
look
start
who's
hitting
here.
in one particular way.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Almost just called him the Bull. Luzinski wouldn't be too happy with me.
Are they not a? Did Wilson Ramos used to play for the Phillies?
Bison.
Looks
What's
like
up,
he's in great
Nathan?
shape.
You know what?
Really
He looks
does.
like he's trimmed down.
Oh, two.
That's a good tight slider there by Zach.
I think the Brewers will go deep in the playoffs. The way the team is looking. Yeah, you guys got Jackie Bradley,
That
so
was a really good tight slider. Started a little bit away and went further.
plus you got Yelich. He'll probably play at a normal rate. He probably won't have another repeat of last year. I think. Ah, fucking crap.
Ramos. Little bit of
All right, well, he struck out, so we go to the bottom of the second. Strikeout by Ramos. What is he, like a former Philly? I know he played for the Mets. Yeah, Bears got Dalton. Yeah, as a probably backup role. We'll go to the bottom of the second. We'll see Tarek Skubal come back out for pitching, and the Phillies will send to the plate Bohm, Herrera, and Williams. Bohm, Herrera, Williams in the bottom of the second. Commercial break. I'll unmute it as soon as possible. It would be nice to get some runs, though. You're very right about that, Nathan. Yeah, probably backup role for old Andy. Can't imagine they want to. Ooh, shit. There we go. Been waiting to yawn for a second. Washington Nationals and the Mets, so they played against Philly a lot. Ah, okay. So it's just someone they have a history of. It's just a guy they know. That makes sense because they're like, well, look who it is. They had a problem, or Patriots put a second round tender on JC. That makes sense. Yep. Which means that if somebody picks him up and we don't sign him, we can get a second round pick off of JC Jackson. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I figured as much though that we would be tendering Jackson. Surprised he didn't get the first round tender on him. But that's a $5 million pay, so. Second round works. Very happy with that. And we're just waiting for the inning to, the pitching to resume here. There it is. Oh, what the fuck?
21 Phillies.
There it is.
Today, looks at the 9th inning roll.
The Red Sox sign your players.
Close out games. Check it out only on NBC Sports Philadelphia.
You guys had Dave Dombrowski. He doesn't do that.
Sides.
Now you guys
Sides
have to have fun rebuilding that.
Sides. Ben, didn't you just talk about the closer's role?
I did.
Here's Alec Bohm. Always excited. This guy excites me. I love the way he swings, about how he goes about his business.
His approach.
This guy just looks like his ball's sneaking up on everybody.
Yeah, it does. It does. But Bohm's approach is just, he never wavers from it. That's what I like the most about him.
Do you feel like base hit up the middle? Nice piece of hitting right there. That's what you're talking about, staying inside of the baseball until they make that big mistake. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a 1-0 count, right? So you're thinking Scooble's going to challenge me. Right, I'm going to come out of my shoes and try and launch one over the tiki bar. It's a 1-0 changeup. It's not a terrible pitch by Scooble, but this approach enables him to stay back on it and stay through the baseball.
See how he just trusts his hands. Stays back, trusts his hands, drives the ball.
Okay, we're back.
As simple as it gets, am I right?
Exactly right. I mean, if I have a 1-0 count to lead off the inning in spring training, I'm thinking I'm going up top, right?
Hell yeah, hit a home run off Bauer.
But, you know, that's what makes him so
Tigers
good.
not bad.
Odubel takes strike one. I can't even imagine
Adrian Green for the Cardinals.
up against this guy.
Yeah, and it's interesting, you know, Odubel's
Makes kind of makes sense. They need they need some receiving help, I guess. I don't know.
Probably way more than he might face during the course of the season, but it's a really good test for him.
I feel like that would have been bigger news a couple years ago.
Scott, I mean, if you think about it,
Leadoff single for the Phillies though. Runner at first.
And I mean,
1-1 count.
That curveball, it's a disappearing act.
No, he's got a great.
Pats have no more money. Pats have
Good
tons of money.
rotation. It's really a
I think we
matter
still
of
have like
throw those
$15 million
pitches to those
right now,
secondary pitches for
Kevion.
strikes. And if he can get there and throw him enough for strikes,
Maybe like
he has a
11
chance to be
after
a
we
big time
tendered
winner.
JC.
That's what
Strike
do you
two.
do there? I mean, you're fooled already. I guess he does the right thing.
Yeah, the
tries to pick
Patriots
that
are
up.
just fine. Yeah,
But I
dude.
mean, this just goes to show that he's hiding the baseball very well.
Well, you have to respect
Same
the
here,
95
Karam, years
he's still
ago.
up there. So maybe you're thinking, okay, I'm going to get started a little
Yeah, we
bit
tendered
sooner.
JC. Well, unless somebody
Start
signs him and
moving
we don't
after
want a
baseball,
match.
Start moving towards the pitcher, then you don't read spin, and that's the result. You swing over top.
Still stays on the fastball.
Texted
too.
and said, frick this
Well,
because
I don't
of
think
JVG.
Odubel's,
Yeah,
fastball
yeah.
is
Jackie
a-
Bradley Jr. is really good.
That's true too.
He's on the fastball. There's no question about it. But you know now he's
Count remains 1-2, foul ball. Runner has to go back to first. He was on the move. Bomb at first.
1-2 count. I mean, a lot
Herrera
of
up.
guys will go in defensive mode. I think he was looking for fastball and took a whack at a fastball.
Green needed change. Too much time battling injuries. Yeah, it was. Yeah, plus he's older and clearly just. Oh, he's out. Foul ball again.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but that's exactly.
Yeah,
what
Green
you
just
said.
needed to move on.
Hasn't
Exactly.
seen
He
a
didn't want to
fastball
play there
in his
anymore.
life.
And as I said, I mean he's trying to protect here and trying to make sure that he doesn't get beat.
Yep,
by
Seth.
any-
Yes,
by
sir.
a fastball, but you know these are great tests when he's facing guys with power stuff from the left side. This
Yep.
is no easy test.
1 year deal to reunite with Pep Hamilton or whatever his last name is. And struck him out.
That's just.
And
a
stole the
really
base
good break.
though.
Yeah, it sure is, and that's a very, very nice job of base running by Alec Boehm. He sees the ball in the dirt. He immediately reacts to it. Very good breaking ball right here, and Odubel swings over the top of it. But
Yeah,
nice job
they
by
stole the
Alec Boehm.
base.
And this is stuff that Paco, I'm sure.
Yeah, that pitch was
Paco
particularly
Pinheiro's been
gnarly.
working on these
I
guys
mean,
who can
the
reach
guy
the
was
ball
able to
dirt,
steal because the
great
batter wasn't,
secondary.
or the catcher had
That's the
kind of
of
dropped
stuff
it.
you love to see in spring training, and that's the kind of stuff that sets the tone for your club.
Now that's why Alec.
The
Boehm
bomb
is
takes
so
it to
well
second base. Now runner in
And
scoring
so
position
well
with one away
respected
in the bottom of the
because
second. Here is,
plays.
oh, bunt.
That was
No play.
interesting if he was out of the box.
Oh, out of the box. Okay, never
I
mind.
mean, Joe Girardi
Ruled a strike out of the
obviously
box.
Wants people to run the
Williams
base
up to
correctly.
bat.
He's talked about it, and then you see a guy like Boehm.
Interesting
young
decision
buck,
there.
Doing it right.
Well, you also have to go along with the pitcher. Okay, so Odubel just saw 2 fastballs.
That caught everybody flat-footed for a second there.
Back to that curveball. You anticipate that pitch to be in the dirt, exactly where it was, and he was able to get good secondary and get to second.
And Paco's in his ear right there, and he's saying to Alec Boehm while he's on first base, hey, be ready for the breaking ball in the dirt. This is a good time for it. And putting that in
0-1.
his mind.
Pitch,
just gets him
and
ready to do
1-1.
exactly what he did.
Inside.
He had perfect technique on.
Good pitch. This guy, I'll tell you what, he's a little bit old school in the sense that he's not afraid to throw inside. You know, we don't see a lot of that around the big leagues anymore.
Yeah, because good dudes turn on inside pitches. You're not fucking careful, and someone turns on
Well,
an
he does
inside.
like
Oh,
his fastball,
Jesus.
And that's one of the things he's kind of used a lot.
Said, oh, great, it's the guy that hit the bomb against the Tigers a while ago, and we hated him for it. Oh, Williams? Oh, no.
In other words, when he's behind in the count, you see a lot of pitchers these days just flipping in a little break.
Looks like he's had a rough time since the last time we've seen him.
Even he has not mastered that quite yet.
Turning into Jeff Foxworthy.
He's got a chance to
2-1
do that,
count.
and if he does, then that 2-strike breaking pitch, then he can do anything he wants with it.
Couple
Skubal
good
missed.
lefties over
3-1.
there. Boyd. I mean, they got Boyd over there, and they got this guy. That's future written on it, isn't it?
No, they got some. I mean, they do have some pitching. There's no question about it. It's just a matter of
AJ Green and
them being
DeAndre
able to-
Hopkins.
I mean,
Pretty
they had
good
one of the
duo.
worst,
Pretty good duo.
Rotations in all of baseball last year, and they're certainly counting on guys like Skubal and Mize and others to step up. Manning as
Strike
well.
him out. Or, well, at least throw a strike.
And that's a good park to pitch in. Man alive.
Oh, it sure
Nope,
is.
ball
Big
4
boy.
lost him.
3-1 changeup.
That's a big boy. That's a
That
good guy.
rather isn't good. That's not
Himself into the
good.
hole, having to try to bind, foul it off. Ends up putting himself on base.
I guess it gives him a double play option here with
It doesn't make a lot of
Hall
sense,
up.
and Ben said it. I mean, you got a guy who is not an established major leaguer, and he's throwing 3-1 changeups. And I mean, I know he's probably trying to work on those things and the things that he's
Derek calls up.
trying to do, but.
Runners at
throw a
first
strike
and
rate.
second, and
I
one
agree
away in the
with
bottom
exactly
here
what
of the
you're saying, but
in
isn't
the
that where
inning.
limitations come into play?
0-0 game.
limitations?
Know thyself.
Right.
A la Charlie Manuel.
Yeah.
Biggest
A
part
pod
of the
ball
game,
one.
isn't
4
it?
straight
Trying
balls.
to-
If it was
trying
that,
to
like 5
know
straight balls
yourself
thrown
and
now.
There's reestablishing yourself at times. But I mean, if you're out there trying to throw a 3-1 changeup, Maybe he just thought I have an open base. I'm just going to mess with it. That's the only thing I can think of there. Yeah.
This dude hasn't thrown a strike in
I got
6 pitches
95 in the
now.
tank. I'm going to take my chances.
This is about to be a ball
I'm
watch.
with you.
Ball.
That's my whole point. I mean, it's a little aggravating.
Yeah,
Watching a
that's
guy
6
with this
straight.
type of arm say, "Oh, I got to go to a changeup on a 3-1 pitch." To me, you're starting to think like overthink things. Oh, well, I have to throw a changeup here because they're going to be sitting on my fastball. No,
The art of pitching, Ricky, has kind of gone away. We're talking about a huge series of throwers in this day and age, and guys are just not.
Well, that'll be 2-2 or 2-1.
They're not trained to pitch, and in a lot of
2-1.
ways,
2-1.
I mean,
Good pitch. Much better
there's
pitch
a
there by
detriment to
Screwball.
having these guys with such
Screwball.
great arms because
However
they
you wanna
feel like
say
they
it.
can blow the ball right past
Like
people.
Screwball without the
And
R.
reality of
Screwball.
it is, Major League hitters, they do not swing
8 mil
the
for
balls
AJ Green.
generally.
Yeah, that's not
They
bad at
swing
all.
at
John Brown
strikes.
got signed
You
by
don't
the
throw
Raiders
strikes
for
consistently,
like
it still
7 or
puts you in a
something.
tough spot.
no doubt about it. 2-1.
That'll be
That's a
2-2.
gimme. Call it a gimme.
Definitely not a pitch you're going to do a whole lot with.
So I give it a gimme. It's like a 3-0 fastball. It's not really a strike, but it's a gimme. I'll give it to you.
I like to tell the umpires.
So I guess it comes down to
I really can't.
Gilmore or J-Mac out. Sounds like it.
A 3-1 count, which it
Okay,
should
out.
be.
Sounds like they're going to
Count.
probably keep him on a second round.
And then now you're sitting down. But I got to tell you, we're seeing 94.
So, yeah,
95.
it really, it sounds like McCourty's gone or both. I don't know what we're about to do in that situation.
If it's, just
we'll see.
because it's a left-hander and it's jumping a little bit, what do you guys think?
I'm guessing
Yeah, it's-
Gilmore.
It's free and easy. I think he definitely hides it well, like you said, Ricky. And,
Torrier is up now, 2
you
down
gotta
to a
respect
strikeout.
the
Good pitching so
curveball
far.
you know,
Yeah,
you
Adam
think
Butler,
if
yeah,
you're
hilarious.
think, well, he just struck out Odubel with a
I mean, have
curveball.
fun, Adam.
I'm probably going to get the same thing. And there's no way you can react to that and adjust to 95.
Here's
Gotta love. I
Torres.
kind of figured that's where he was gonna
from the
go.
Yank.
Another guy who loves that fastball. He can jump on a fastball.
What was the old saying? You
Certainly
can't-
try.
Yeah, there's like 2 hours till the official free agency begins. I'm gonna see if there's any new news.
Remember
I
the
don't
minor
think
leagues,
so.
Those guys used to say it all the time. Can't butt your way off the island.
All right, we have a 0-1 count here. Looks like ball 2.
0-1 pitch. 37 pitches in. Second inning. Phillies are working him at least. Now he's starting to hum it.
It's interesting, Ricky. Did you end up having to did you start to feel like more and more comfortable as you threw more pitches and able to have more velocity, more finishes?
In the spring?
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to get the heck out of the inning.
From the tackle from the Bills. Yeah, I seen that. 1-2.
There was that changeup you were talking about, by the way. 86 miles
Here's
an
that
hour.
60
Pretty
per
good
what it
changeup.
used to. It spreads
But
out
it
the
was kind
offense
of
and allows
funny
Murray to
because
have more room to navigate,
the
escape
way
the
I
pocket.
thought about it
Yeah,
was
not bad
once
move
I
at all.
threw
I'm
that
just not really
pitch, it was one
evaluating
pitch
anything
in the spring.
too hard
It could've
football
been,
wise.
4 games from the end of spring. But when
Yep.
I let it go, I knew I had it.
Crazy.
And that was it. That's all I needed.
That's all you needed.
That's all I needed. But it took a lot of my head getting bashed in every time I went out there, giving up 2 and 3 home runs a game.
97.
I'm telling you, I may have been one of the worst all-time pitchers in the spring. My first 6 years. I was Fergosi gave me the closer role with a 10 ERA. What is he thinking? Left spring training, lucky to make the team, end up closing.
Like I said, we always do more football talk
2-2.
later in
There
the
you go, 2-2.
evening, so I
That's
just
a
kind of read
fear
things
of
out and kind of go,
your
yeah,
fastball,
yeah, yeah.
I think. Or
Not
is
to
he
be too
just
negative on the
working
football
trying
talk.
to throw some off-speed stuff,
3-2.
even or behind.
Again, he's a guy that's going to have to be able.
I just don't
want
want to do 2 football streams in one day. That's all.
Even though that fastball can be explosive,
3-2.
cannot live with that in the major leagues and win games, consistently.
And gunned him. That's it.
That's just a
What a
nasty
pitch by
little
fucking
pitch, isn't it?
Screwball. Yeah, you can't
Changeup.
swing at that. You're just going to walk away.
A little bit.
All right, we'll go to the bottom or the top of the 3rd. It'll be Castro, Jones, and Grossman. Castro, Jones. That's Harold Castro, Jones, and Grossman in the top of the 3rd. Good pitching by Scooble. Since when is Harper a DH? Spring training. But yeah, we'll definitely do more of like a heavier football talk. You can bring up football stuff. I don't mind. It's just I'm probably not going to break it down super hard. Plus, it also gives me time to think about things a little bit, like the signings. Let me process my real thoughts on it, because I don't know what to think about the AJ Green thing. Not gonna win a ring, so I don't really know why he went down to Arizona. If he's ring chasing, he didn't even pick a team that could win the ring. And Arizona, yeah, I mean, it's a good depth move and gives them some more receiving options, but like they need offensive linemen. Does Badu make the team? I hope so. He's done enough. I think Badu's done enough to make it. You watching March Madness? Probably not. I don't really care for it. I don't really like basketball, and I really don't like college sports, so it's kind of like, well, there's two things I don't really enjoy watching, so I'll follow it. I'll know who won, you know. Yeah, I hope Badu makes the team. This is the only shot he's got, but I do think he makes it. I think he's done more than enough to be on the team, so. Yeah, he goes back to Minnesota if we don't put him on the team this year. But we get him if we put him on the team. He becomes our player.
Baycare Ballpark, and these
Game's back on. Remember, it's Harold Castro, Jacoby Jones, and Grossman. So
that was a long time ago.
I would imagine Zach Wheeler's still pitching.
Where did you get those shots
Strike
from?
one.
The blind leading the blind.
Yeah, you want to talk about
Reports
the
say
blind
he's on the
leading
team.
blind?
That's what I thought,
That's
J-Mo,
the
and
two-seam
that's been my
fastballs
guess
down
for a
that
minute
picture.
since I seen him playing.
Ruben actually looks like he could have hit in that picture.
Strike one,
No, that wasn't
like I said.
Oh, man. Zach Wheeler in his third inning. His second inning, much better than his first. That's what you want to see in the spring.
Yeah, really crisp with his stuff. Very efficient, throwing strikes
That's
with
two.
every pitch.
This is Harold Castro, the Otro Castro in the lineup.
Yeah, and Harold,
Did that right, didn't I?
yeah, that's very good.
You didn't even flinch.
Tigers give you 10% of the
he's
team.
He's a nice little utility
Oh, yeah,
player.
for what?
Nice year for him. He can play a couple different positions.
Lazy
that's
fly
just a good
ball.
pitch
That
place,
should
man,
be
out
an
the left field. Roman
easy
Quinn.
out for the left fielder.
One away.
One away.
That'll bring up Jacoby Jones, the center fielder.
It was high enough where you're not going to do anything with it, but
It was just Harold Castro, typical Harold Castro, kind of just listless fly ball to the right left field.
I mean, you just don't want to.
Good opposite. Good to go, I guess, the other way with it, but it didn't really go anywhere. All right, here's Jacoby Jones, who needs to start hitting the ball a little bit more.
Serves no purpose.
Hey, speak of the devil. Ah, motherfucker, what a play.
Excuse me?
To make you rich, that'd be nice.
Hey, man,
What a fuck. God damn it.
actually, you know, everything in the air is adventure, but he had a,
What's up, Amir? How's it going,
jump
man?
on this ball right here. It hit off the end of the bat a little bit, had a little tailing action.
We'll see after today, Derek. There's a lot of guys that will be sent down today. Because tomorrow, actually, because they have the day off. They're going to make a lot of cuts tomorrow. Thoughts on the Cards? I mean, it's a good depth move, but I don't really understand it. I thought AJ wanted a ring, and I thought the Cardinals needed offensive linemen, not more weapons. They have plenty of those, but I guess more is more. I guess.
Wheeler's starting to settle in, which to me is
AJ could probably block.
because you want to see him get out there for as many innings as you can right now.
Like at least he can also play offensive tackle, which is what they need more than.
They'll have a long, more extended start.
You know how I feel about the Cardinals, Amir. I think they're a really good little team. They just don't have an offensive line.
That was via him.
If they can get a better line in front of Kyler, yeah, then that's a great little what's the word?
The guys who are definitely going to be in the rotation is a little.
It's a great depth signing, great pleasure
Pitch count
signing.
Up to somewhere between 80 and 100 pitches in his.
I don't think it's too much, J-Mo. I think the Cardinals have a good deal of cap space right now. I don't think they're like hurting, so $8 million doesn't really hurt them. 1-2, good pitch. Jacoby got a call asking what size he wants for his Mudhens jersey to be. Needs some good contact like his last at bat. Really? Is that real, Aberdeen? He really got a call about going to Toledo?
I think it's just a straight down slider.
Just wondering who your favorite
Just a
team is.
really good
I'm a
pitch.
Patriots fan, Daniel, and I also like the Lions. Base hit. Good job. There we go. Muscle it up there, Grossman. Grossman gets on. Second
Really
time
nice
today.
job of hitting by Robbie Grossman, and there's a reason why this guy signed a 2-year deal. I mean, he's really come into his own. He had a pretty good year, I guess, his first couple of years with Minnesota, then goes over to kind of fizzled out a little bit in Minnesota, then goes over to Oakland, has a nice year, and then I tell you what, that's a really good piece of hitting. I mean, just a backdoor slider prior. He swings over.
So,
and
so you change his bat speed, and then
You don't
change
think he
the
was
eye
actually
level,
called?
and it still
Oh,
doesn't work
okay.
for you.
Yeah.
I was like, damn,
You gotta
dude,
do
poor
the hitter credit
Jacoby.
sometimes.
Or blame Ben since he was a catcher.
I never put down the
There's
wrong finger.
Candelario.
Let me put. I'm gonna guess though, JMO, that the 8 million is rather incentive laden.
Yeah, and it's interesting.
You know,
Sometimes guys just don't
based
get a
on
great
playing a
feel
certain
when
amount
they're
of
in the- when they're in the
games,
stretch.
certain amount of
And this is
snaps.
kind of a totally different feel sometimes when you're in the windup and when you're in the stretch. So it's good for him to get in the stretch and get that feel and to try to get his mechanics down. So that
I'm
he's
gonna
making
bet
his
it's.
best pitches.
Yeah, I think it's
And
gonna
he's
be
in the stretch 'cause that's
incentives,
when
and
he's
it's
gonna be
up
in
to
the most
8
trouble.
milli. So there's no fucking way that they're just gonna give him 8 million to get hurt. 1-1.
Guess that's a little bit of
Runner
a
at first, 2
slider.
outs here in the top of the third for the Tigers. 0-0 game so far.
Didn't have as much depth as the other one was that Grossman missed.
No, Derek, he is a part owner of the Red Sox. Him and
Stretch. I mean,
it's incentive based. That makes
you'll hear
sense.
a
Yeah,
lot that a
exactly.
guy
No,
has
Derek. Yeah,
a
he
base
is a
runner
part
in
owner of the
5
Red
innings, all of a
Sox.
sudden the sixth-inning
Yep.
base runner comes on
Him and
completion
Mav
sets.
Carter got into a group with the Fenway Sports Group, a partnership with the Fenway Sports Group.
It's just a whole different
Yeah.
cadence for the pitcher.
Yeah, I know it's really weird. I just make more money, I guess. LeBron's trying to own an NBA team in the future, so he's trying to make as much money as he can right now.
Try to settle that pitcher into something like that. When you see,
Go for old LeBron. Go for old LeBron.
What, he's thrown 3 pitches out of the
I hope he
stretch
gets
into
his
the
goal. I
sixth.
hope he gets to buy a
Every one of
basketball
those
team.
is
I
gone.
really do. I'm kind of rooting for him.
Hey, you let me worry about the runner at first.
It's clearly what he's aiming up to do right now. So, unless he runs for president, that shit would be some wild shit, wouldn't it?
It's interesting we talk about pitching out of the stretch. You know, one of the guys who used to
I don't think
make
he'd
his
win. I don't
bullpens
think he'd win the
basically
primary.
out of
But
the
boy, oh
stretch
boy,
almost
that'd be
all the
some
time
wild
was Greg
shit for a
Maddux.
minute there.
Greg Maddux, obviously a Hall of Fame pitcher, but he's a guy that knew that he had to be able to execute
Not
his
a bad wide
pitches
receiver set.
in the
Not bad. It
stretch
was.
when
It's
there
not
were
like they
situations
didn't need
where
Green
people
though.
Were on base. At the center, Kingery puts it away with no problem.
They had no need at wide receiver, yet they went and spent money when they should be signing fucking linemen. All right, we'll go to the bottom of the third. 0-0 game. Tigers go kind of quietly there. Mathis, Quinn, and Kingery. Mathis, Quinn, Kingery. Sports players to be part owners of an MLB teams because Patrick Mahomes. No, it's not normal. You need a lot of money. And by the Cavs one day, also another one. Yeah, exactly. He wants to. The lie. It's very clear. LeBron's been very open. I think. Yeah, he wants to buy the Cavs at some point. And I also think the reason LeBron has a lot of money, I think he got real lucky on a soccer team he bought or invested in. I think he made a fucking shit pile of money, so now he was able to put more money into potentially getting a part of the Fenway group. It's very expensive to get involved. His coach saying Staffy was an upgrade to Goff, and now he's been traded to the Lions. Yeah, that's funny. Michael Brockers was the guy that was like, hell yeah, getting Stafford is an immediate upgrade over Goff. Now he's about to have to walk into Detroit and be like, oh. Hey, guys, why the Cavs? Because he loves the Cavaliers? Maybe they draft O-line? I don't know. Their line is garbage. Oh, they re-signed Kevin Beachum. Wow, that's... Hey, guys. Yeah, exactly. That's how does Michael Brockers walk in? Hey, Goff. Hey, buddy. You know, I was just fooling. Hey, Jared. Hey. Come here, Jared. He grabs him and gives him a noogie. Like, what's he supposed to do, you know? Like...
Well, we're back, bottom of the third. It'll be Jeff Mathis, the veteran.
Yeah, and
Ben, your thoughts?
yeah, he's been very open. He wants to. I think it's the Cavs he'd like to own one day.
Very solid defensive catcher.
Why the Cavs? Because he likes them. That's the team he likes. And he can't own the Lakers.
Despite having a sub 200 batting.
Be funny. 2-0. Bottom of the third now. Obviously, Mathis is up.
Kind of like a throwback. You know, those guys who were just good in the clubhouse and good behind the plate.
That's him.
As long as he goes out there and eats a little bit. Exactly, J-Mo. He doesn't have to. He has nothing to answer for as long as he responds well. 2-1.
I mean, now that you have to have, there's not really a specialty lefty anymore with the new rules necessarily. I mean,
3-1.
There should be. I don't care for that rule. Where are you guys on that rule?
Didn't bother me because I don't like it.
So we're gonna walk a guy.
So and most of the time it wasn't like I was getting pulled for
A little bit of wild stuff here by Schoolball to start it out. Ball 4.
And this guy's just letting it go. I think he's lost
Charles Clay wants to return to the NFL.
I don't think it speeds the game up.
See if he can do it.
No.
I really don't think it's had much effect on me personally, and it takes a little bit of the strategy out of the game.
Oh shit! What's up with the po-po?
I'd rather see managers have the ability to maneuver the game, and it's really about, to me, it's about having guys throw more strikes to move the game along.
How about what happened this year with the DH, Ruben? As a GM, what would you be saying to yourself?
Well, the problem
I was trying to build with the DH.
I always miss all the big lines of whatever the hell fucking fire response units are going in what directions.
I think
it makes me sad.
Or at least the players should know, and organization should know exactly how to build their team. And
let me see if there's any new news. I don't think there is. So
that they could have the DH this year. I mean, I don't think they've cut off the negotiation yet.
Well, it seems as though they're getting. I mean, Aaron Nola swinging the bat yesterday, right?
Yeah. No. I think they have to prepare for it, right? They have absolutely have to prepare for it.
Nope. Nothing new.
You could hear some people. I hope that's the crowd. If you guys
hate the Yankees.
Just see that on the first pitch.
No, that was the coaching staff.
I think that's Joe chirping a little bit. He wasn't very happy with that high ball.
Yeah, I don't think LeBron has a. I don't think. I
I
doubt that. Yeah, that seems a little weird.
A lot of people used to say this.
Full green on St. Patty's Day always looks dumb when they wear their normal shirt with green hats and socks. Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, I'll give you. Yeah, I agree.
That looks like a pretty good pitch.
And that was a makeup, I think. Scuba asking Ramon De Jesus where that was.
You would have thought that that ball crossed the plate at some point during the course of its playing.
Yeah.
The umpires, James Hoy is at first base. Ryan Wills is at second. Crew chief Phil Cuzzy at third. And as the aforementioned.
Do you not like LeBron, J-Mo, because he doesn't? You don't agree with his politics?
Aforementioned.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because you keep saying the bum, and I'm just gonna guess you don't like him politically. But like, if he was a conservative, you'd probably be like, "Oh, LeBron's the GOAT, dude." Like that's kind of gay.
Beautiful weather.
Yeah, I just don't like the way he views the world. He should view it exactly the way I do.
Pretty clear that Roman's trying to move this runner.
We have the same life experience as me and LeBron. Don't know why he doesn't view the world the way I do.
Download the MLB app to get in-game video highlights.
Kind of how it's coming off, man. It's like, why? Why do you not like LeBron? What did he do to you? Like, what has LeBron done?
For your Phillies and the rest of the league.
Except, just be good at basketball and be a pretty good dude. Like, what has he done that's inspired hatred of the man? What, his undying support of his family? Leaving his dream team to go play with the Lakers, so his kids can go to one of the better basketball schools in the country.
Looking at 22,000. That's a nice, and let's face it,
it's a nice
Nike.
And it's Scott Kingery.
Because he's sponsored by Nike.
Bats, by the way. Yeah, it is a round number.
So you hate every Nike-sponsored athlete.
Have not been to a ball game.
No.
So that's like most of them.
It's going to sound like 60,000.
So you hate Jordan, you hate Bron, you
I
hate.
just got goosebumps. I'm a little fired up for it.
You talk to anybody around town.
I mean, what do you mean Nike?
We cannot wait to get back to the ball.
You hate everybody at Nike too?
And it's going to be great to see them there, and the players are really going to feed off that.
No, I don't have to keep going. I'm asking you a question, you fucking idiot.
If he wants to be jetpacks, this is what he's
Come on, say what you don't. You just don't like his politics. You don't like LeBron's politics because he's not conservative.
That's why they had Roman Quinn bunt. That's why they're having Scott.
I mean, dude, what the fuck do you not like? What makes you hate him? You're not answering my question. You're just going, well, Nike.
Have to do the other things to stay in the lineup somehow.
Nike? I don't know. I'm not a fucking weirdo conspiracy theorist like you. who think the world is full of fucking baby eaters or something. I don't know what does that mean, Nike? Huh? Because he has deals with Nike, so does 90% of the athletes in the world, man. I hate to tell you this. Hate to burst your bubble. Any athlete you like probably has sponsorship deals with Nike, except Brady because of the Under Armour shit.
It's time to get at him.
Or the like 10% of athletes who are sponsored by Adidas.
Do you four-finger discount here?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Not in spring training. I mean, this young
You know, all of Major League Baseball is sponsored by Nike, right?
Regular season, I wouldn't want to mess with this guy.
I wouldn't walk.
I don't know how you can like baseball if the reason you hate LeBron is
I would
Nike.
not walk this guy.
I don't know how you can stomach watching baseball right now. All their jerseys have a Nike swoosh on them. So I'm not really getting it. Like right there on Harper's jersey, I see a Nike swoosh.
Hey, man,
About his
he's
political
got some
views.
style now.
If anyone can pull it off, though, it's Bryce Harper. I mean, let's be real.
He can do whatever he wants.
And just say you don't like him as an athlete. All I asked is why you hate LeBron. You can just be like, I don't like him as an athlete, dude.
Exactly, team.
I asked you like 5 times why you don't like him, and you just went Nike.
No, and I think the league is actually
Keep
trying
going.
to let guys be a little bit more themselves and a little bit more individual. And listen, that's good for the game. I think.
Don't think he's a great athlete. You just say that when I asked the first time 10 minutes ago.
Correctly, the team is allowed to designate 5 colors per team. So that's why Bryce was able to wear the green spikes years ago when he was able, because green is one of the colors.
They have runners in scoring position, by the way. That's a foul ball.
Really? Is that because of the?
That looked like it went off the foul pole, kind of, but it didn't. Because the way it bounced back into play. 0-2 count.
Always a reason.
You think he's overrated? Yeah, that's a little bit of a different story.
Yeah, that goal.
Well, like, but like the way you presented it was like, well, Nike. I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what is this?
No beverage there. No beverage, but the green shirts.
They'll get to it.
A little surprising.
You got your stimulus? Yeah, I got mine last Friday. Broke bitches. No, I'm just kidding.
Tiki bar, there would probably be a couple beverage going on.
Just playing. Hell yeah, though.
Scooble's struggled with command a little bit this inning.
Pitch number 60 coming up.
I remember seeing that they said that a lot of people were going to get their shits today.
Oh, there we go.
Fair enough, J-Mo. Fair enough.
I'm going to go to bed.
It ain't my fault. Government pays me later.
What are your big plans,
Hey, you should be part of the elite class like me who get the government to get their shit done quick.
29th to Megan Patricia McGonigal Davis.
Happy birthday, Megan.
You're making points left and right. Well done.
But 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. 2-2 count.
What's her gift?
I might take her out to supper.
I think the 17th was the actual send-out date.
Something on the way home.
Yeah, not a bad pickup, Goat Quan. Kind of confusing because you'd think offensive line would be a bigger concern, but fair enough, J-Mo. Fair enough. It's just usually whenever people bring up hating LeBron, you know exactly why they don't like him.
Selfish, Ben. I think you realized that it's St. Patty's Day and didn't think about.
You have to understand, but when you deal with people who start hating on LeBron, usually it's for 1 or 2 very specific reasons. Not usually for play, by the way. It's usually never, well, he beat my team quite consistently.
Or the birthday.
And that I can respect because I hate players for that reason,
Any
too.
of the kids help?
No, they were already asleep.
I just know too many people that are like, yeah, I really can't stand LeBron. Oh, he talks about politics and he should just play basketball.
Yeah, they were. They're good
You
with
wouldn't be
that.
saying that if he had your
So this is
viewpoints.
Ben's big day. You got your
Yes,
big
it
day
is.
coming up.
Yeah. Cinco de Mayo is coming up.
That's a big day for me, too.
Hey, how about this at bat by Bryce Harper? He goes 0-2, and now he is.
This is a long at bat by Bryce Harper, by the way. It's been still the same 2-2 at bat by Harper. They've driven fucking Scooble's pitch count up to 62 this game so far. Struck him out. There we go, Tarek. That's a fucking battle of an at bat. Good job. Struck out Harper twice today. Let's see if he can wiggle out of this with giving up no runs here.
I mean, this final pitch right here, this breaking ball,
Sweeping slider.
Late breaker, too.
almost like a slurve. I mean, it had some serious bite to it.
Oof, yeah, he had him swinging ugly.
No stride right there, and he tried to put it in play, but that's a pretty darn good pitch.
Strikeout number 6.
Started off with a strike, too. Bomb is up. Boom,
Still
bomb.
hasn't given up a run yet in spring.
No, it's going to take Alec Bohm. to get the Phils a run.
Boom.
Now this is the guy that I would walk in the regular season right now.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you put him on.
Strike one.
You got Odubel
Oh,
behind
J-Mo's cool.
Odubel, who's back
I just
in the
a small misunderstanding on my end.
Give
That
yourself
was my
an
fault.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Although
I think I
what
talk
happens
faster
is
than people
if
can
you're a pitcher, especially
type,
a young
so
guy,
that
if you
typically
walk
becomes an
somebody like
issue.
Bohm here, then you start thinking, I can't
And
make
against
that one
Scoobo, I'm pretty
mistake.
sure that's the third
And
time he
once that
struck out
creeps in
against
your
him.
head, guess what happens?
That's not good because Scoobo's a lefty.
Oh,
I wonder if that means Harper is having problems with left-handed pitching right
And
now.
then you really don't have any margin for error either. But and that's why the managers.
Unless Harper usually crushes lefties. And that's kind of it's just like a weird anomaly. He can't hit Scooble.
Boom, look at that balance.
thought he had it by him, didn't he?
But isn't that typically a problem for Bryce? Is he fucking kind of he has issues off lefties?
Well, that was center cut, and he stayed
For
on
anyone
it.
who follows Philadelphia.
I was going to say, I don't think he's going to see that pitch again.
But you look at the,
But yeah, go Quan. It's a good signing. It's good depth, but it's a confusing signing because it's not like a need for them. Nor do I think that it's like something they. I don't know. I'm weird. It's a cheap contract, so it's whatever. But
It is no question.
you'd think they'd be more aggressive in like the offensive lineman market.
Within his swing at all times.
There's some pretty good linemen that they could have been in
And
on.
he took a rip at it because he got up in the zone a little bit and he took a shot at it.
That stayed up. Oh.
In my humble little
could have been
opinion, that was a
three-run
big
piece.
part of their issue last year was that collapse of that line.
Odubel waits on deck. Still no score. Bottom of the third. Put me in the game.
You give it up?
Oh, yeah. It's not that I didn't care in the spring. It was just that my fastball didn't get to that point until later on. And then it was like the intensity level heats up that last week of spring.
Sure does. That's why it's going to be really interesting just in the bullpen with all the battles that are going on there and this battle for that center field piece. It's going to get exciting here late.
Well, I think it's already there. I think. Did he hit him? Nope. Almost said
Phew.
second potatoes.
But that's exactly how you want to take the pitch. You see so many guys open.
Bryce gets overly aggressive with the swing at times, and it seems to hurt him the most against lefties. But that aggressive swing also gives him benefit. Yeah. That's basically how I've always figured Bryce.
I thought it was.
He crushes righties though. The shit he can do to a right-handed hitter is hilarious, or pitcher rather. 2-2. Scoobal's pitching great. Little wild today. Little out of control, but he just pitched out of another jam. Another scoreless inning.
3 down. Phils can't score. They had runners in scoring position. They leave 2 out there on a couple walks.
Wow.
Still scoreless.
Scooball still hasn't a lot of run in the spring. Good job, dude. He's gonna make this team. Sure as shit, isn't he? They're gonna wind up letting him on this team over Mize, in my opinion. Commercial breaks, though. You hate the green jerseys are kind of confusing. Yeah, it seems him and Mize need to work on keeping calm and get control. Normally, Scooball isn't as wild as he is today because he has thrown 70 pitches, only 38 for strikes. That's a little worrying. But, yeah, usually that's not as bad. But it'll be Castro, Willie Castro, Nunez, and Scope. Willie Castro, Nunez, and Scope here in the top of the fourth. I'm going to imagine the Phillies are going to bring Wheeler back out. He's pitching quite well. Scooball could be Rookie of the Year if he is this good in the regular season. Yeah, Matt, it wouldn't be impossible. I agree 100%. What's up, Neil? Bills might get Zach Ertz. That'd be a good signing for you guys. Kyle Rudolph would be good for you guys because you do need some tight end help. So, some runs. Yeah, hopefully, Derek. Hopefully we just don't go 1-2 goddamn 3. It feels like the Tigers are one of those teams, though. If, like, you go once through the lineup and they don't hit, they're probably not going to really hit the second time through or third time through. As sad as that may sound, it feels like the Tigers are going to be one of these young teams that like if they start out hot, they're gonna fucking murder you in this game. But like if it starts off slow like this game, I've been noticing trends all spring of this. When they score a lot of runs, they tend to score like 3 runs in like the second, then they score more and then more. And I don't think he wants to go to Philly. He has a no trade clause. There's probably like 4 teams that actually, like, if Deshaun was to be traded, there's probably only a few teams actually in the market. Big rumors of San Francisco and Denver. I would say Miami's still in the rumor box. Carolina's in the rumor box. Those are the only 4 teams that I think that I've seen or heard with any real authenticity behind a wish list, I guess. I would imagine the Niners are the #1 choice he would like to go to. Like, it's fun to imagine. It's really fun. Like, I would love it if he could be a Patriot. But, like, realistically, there's only a few teams that can actually get him. And only the 49ers are a stretch, too. I don't know if they have enough to entice the deal. 1-2, ball up high.
That one was in a much better spot than the last time he
Willie Castro
left it out over the middle of the plate.
Or quickly was down 0-2, by the way. Let's see if he doesn't strike out.
That one that the left-handers have to are actually giving up on a little bit.
Yeah.
Go get yourself
Weak grounder up the first base side.
That's a 3-1.
Woo, that was risky. Willie almost beat that out, actually.
That's really good. Cutting fastball right there, actually.
Kind of a poor job of covering by the pitcher there. He got there kind of slow. Got to get there faster, pitch. Got to get there faster.
No doubt about it. I mean, that ball got in on his hands in a hurry.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's pretty cool that him and Mav Carter became partners with the Fenway Sports Group. Kind of funny. Good for him. I hope he makes some good money.
And up and in instead of down.
Between Screwball, Myers, and Manning up to this point seems to be Screwball ability to get batters to hit miss, chase after falling behind the count. Myers and Manning still have struggled if they fall behind the count. Yeah. Myers seems to be also an utter lack of confidence in when he throws strikes. I don't know if Mize feels comfortable throwing strikes in the MLB right away because he was a prolific he's a strike thrower in college. The dude really didn't walk anybody, and then all of a sudden now he's got all these weird control problems. I think he doesn't think he has swing and miss shit, and I don't know. I feel like he's doubting his shit, causing him to miss the strike zone and not want to throw pitches that could be hit. Because strikes can be hit. That's the scary part. Like if you throw a strike, it can be hit. Like that's a trade-off.
If you're a hitter, you got to look for 4 or 5 different things now.
Great sinker, 96.
That's a shame.
27 hopper up the middle.
That's
a good piece of hitting.
Problem with the shift, right?
CNI single by Nunez.
Into the 6 hole. They have the shortstop playing well into the 6 hole there, and that's a ground ball right. That should have been just a simple 6-3.
There's the alignment right there. You see.
Following Ohtani. Yeah, a little bit. He's doing. Yeah. Somewhat.
Over towards third base, obviously opening up that hole. You're not going to get there up the middle.
No. Still not sure if it's gonna work out for him as a dual player, but he's one hell of a goddamn hitter if he decides to just stop fucking pitching.
And he said this. You love him when
Are you watching it? Yeah, I have the game on right now, Lucas. What do you mean, am I watching it?
But I know he had a little bit of an issue with that with the Mets organization as well.
Yeah,
that's why I called it a single double play.
Loving that turtle sinker. Loving it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Totally agree about Myers. He's afraid to pitch to contact against Bro. Yeah, exactly. 100%.
No score.
And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers go pretty quietly after a pretty weird single that kind of somehow got through. It'll be Herrera, Williams, and Hall for the bottom of the 4th. Herrera, Williams, Hall. I don't know if the Tigers will bring Scooble back out because he's already like 70 pitches. So we might see a pitching change here. I don't think they're going to let him throw anywhere near, because he could get like near 80, 90 pitches if he doesn't have a quick inning here. So I highly doubt they're going to let him pitch. So we'll probably see a Tigers pitching change for the bottom of the 4th. Geez, Scuba. No, yeah, I know. That was a fast inning. The Tigers, like I said, when the Tigers seem to have like this weird thing going on, they seem to just go like quickly and quietly every inning. Dude, we're already in the bottom of the 4th. It's weird as shit with this team sometimes. And then there are games when they have these long at-bats and each at-bat is like 9 to 10 minutes long. They don't take any bad pitches, or they don't take any, they don't swing at any bad pitches. Joe Jimenez, I knew it. Told you. All right, well, that was a good game till it wasn't. The Outhouse by Willie Make It. Huh? What do you mean, Daniel? What am I majoring in? I graduated with a degree in English literature, and I'm studying more English literature, trying to get a bigger badass degree.
How you doing, Joe?
I'm good, Ricky. I'm sure Tom is tuned in. Do you think he's...
So I guess I'm studying now, trying to get a doctorate or a master's. I'm not sure where I'm going to go in English lit, specifically American literature. I like American books.
Catcher and outfielder.
They're very entertaining.
The pitcher's in charge. The way I look at it,
no one ever.
And it's all pretty recent history, so you could pretty much know the whole canon of American literature. It's pretty nice.
No, we led you to believe that you were in charge, but we were in charge.
I was always told I got suggestions.
More when you think you're in charge. Yeah.
Anyway,
Joe, we noticed in your lineup.
strike
You have
one.
to use some psychology.
Since Odubel's coming up, we noticed in your lineup.
All right, Joe. Let's see if you can get out. Let's see if you can get through this.
Odubel all in there today.
Strike one for Jimenez.
Bit of a contest going on.
We're probably going to see a shitload of guys come out here and pitch this afternoon.
Because, you have Hazley and Moniak and Jankowski.
Where did I get my undergrad?
So,
Central Michigan, where I'm at right now. Yeah, I'm all about CMU. I like CMU.
Really important.
Hopefully they let me teach here. That'd be very nice. And let me become a professor here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I like Mount Pleasant. I like this city. I like the hell yeah, flare up chips. I love Central Michigan. It's also nice because when I started going to this school in 2011, it was quite a small college. It was quite still just this like small little party school. Now it's not that reputation. It's still kind of a partier school, but like it's a whole different thing now up here. Like there's a medical school, they got fancy buildings and shit. It's transformed from what I thought it started initially going here. It's not a bunch of
Yeah, Joe, I know you're not in this, Ruben. I know
2.5 GPA motherfuckers running around anymore. That was weird. The transition. It was like literally like one semester it went from average GPA in 2010 admittance was like 2.6, 2.7 or something to get into CMU my year. I had a very high GPA, so I was like a 3.4 going to this school that had a 2.5 admittance thing. And all of a sudden, the next year, the average GPA from high school kids going to Central was like 3.5. So I was like, oh, we raised the bar here at Central. And then it became it seems like it. But yeah, we actually have a medical school at Central now. Very weird. Like a real life medical school where you can get a doctorate and like, save people's lives and shit. It's always been a teacher school. Like you go here if you want to be a teacher in Michigan.
And if you give me a second, I could probably
it's the teacher college.
I think sometimes, as we know, sometimes when you got a really good pitcher, if you don't get to them in the first inning, they're hard to get to, right? And I think it just
that's gone.
That's deep to
Yep.
Ruben.
Off the bat.
Touch them all.
When high school football go to HBO City, they used to be pretty decent. Oh yeah, I don't watch high school sports. Yeah, Brown went to the Raiders a couple. Crom. We talked about that a little while ago. Yep, Lucas. Yep, you can tell that off the bat. The way he hit it, then he bat flipped. He knew it was gone too. I heard that shit.
Yeah, I follow the ball always, and there's
typical Jimenez ship. Looks like I probably won't be finishing this game. I can already. This is gonna go ugly.
Well, those can go a long ways.
Yeah, they can.
As Ben has put those fingers down at times, just like I have.
Yep.
That was one of the best swings I think I've ever seen him take.
That was on point.
Ball one up high. Oh god damn it! Now Joe. Now we know what's about to happen with Mr. Jimenez here. God damn it, Joe. He's gonna start unwinding real quick. This dude it's like clockwork with Joe Jimenez. Here comes a wild ass pitch. Oh, never mind. He blew it right by the guy. Maybe it's a new guy. Yeah, CMU baseball is pretty solid. They're all right.
That's
We're better
absolutely
at, like, we
amazing
have
how
better women's
disciplined
sports
he
than
is,
men's
that
sports
he
up at
does not
Central,
get
to
out
be
of his
very
role,
honest.
and he never
Like, we
tries
have
to
better
do too
female
much.
athletes than male
He's swinging a
athletes.
pitch out of the
Our
zone.
women's basketball
The
is
first
hit and
pitch,
miss
you
pretty
saw
good
him
sometimes.
remind himself, get the ball down, get the ball down.
We
get
got
the ball
good
down. He
gymnastics
does
and
not
shit
chase
like
a
that. Our
lot. He's
softball
very
team isn't
disciplined.
bad.
He uses the whole field.
Whatever.
And one thing that, like,
We're not a school of
so many
athletes.
hitters can
That's
learn
for damn
from,
sure.
Harp got down 0-2, right?
If we were D2, we'd be dominant.
And
That's
he
the
was just
difference.
trying to
Like,
put the
I don't
ball
know.
in
It feels
play,
like we
get that
just shouldn't be
RBI.
D1.
He was, he was not trying to drive the ball in the gaps. He was trying to put the ball in play and stay in the middle of the field. And I was
No,
just
Jeff.
as
There's no.
impressed
There's
with
no
that
way. Yeah, they had.
as
I don't know if
somebody
Joe's
else.
gonna
There's so
be
much to
making the
learn from
team.
that.
I don't think he should.
Sometimes we say
I'd rather
strike
see
out,
Norris
go
in the goddamn bullpen than Joe Jimenez.
When there's
Like,
runner on third, that's
hell,
the
I'd
thing
rather see
you don't
goddamn
wanna do. And
Kyle
he
Funkhauser
worked
get a
really
shot in the
hard to put
bullpen than
ball
this
in play.
dude.
The kid made some good pitches on him.
I'm not a big Joe guy. I turned on him last year.
Last
All
year,
he
the
does is
bullpen
give up a
was-
hit and then he
All right, let's
collapses.
not- I won't even go with a word on that. But
How old am I?
it was a hard
27.
watch last year. What have you seen this year
Yeah,
as
27.
a whole out of that bullpen that you have right now? That is going to make Phillies fans happy.
I think there's more power and there's more experience.
Yeah,
is-
it's hard
is what
watching
we
Joe
have.
come out, dude. He gets so
we
nervous
had
and
a
then
lot
he
of
just blows up.
experience, and,
Like he comes
when
out
I
like
first-
he's gonna
but
kill
for
the
whatever
world, and
reason,
then like he
those
gives up a
guys-
single or
one of
something or
the
throws
guys
a ball
struggled at the end of
and
the
just
year,
completely
and,
starts
I
unraveling.
think
It's like,
hitting
how in the
just
world do you
pitching
fall
can be
apart this quickly,
contagious
Joe?
or vice versa. So we just
It's like,
kinda
how
got
does the world
in a little
collapse
run where it
around
seemed
you
like
this
anything
fast and
we
this
threw,
this
they found a way to
aggressively?
put in play, get a hit, or hit a home run. But I like the power that we have, and I like the stuff that we have, and the different looks that we have. So this is going to be really tough for us to narrow this down to 8 bullpen guys. But that's a good thing.
It's a good problem to have. You're right. How about the closer's role? Your thoughts? We know there's 2 guys.
I really
that
haven't
have
made a
operating.
decision.
Are you going
Yeah,
to before
I mean,
the season ends?
I would like to, and that's something like that's not on the top of my mind right now.
They'll still have 3
I think
wideouts.
the center
Yeah.
field job is, and when you look at trying to figure out who the pieces are before we actually make that move.
Yeah, Joe. I
Oh,
don't know if you
they
want to
just
talk about this,
signed,
there's also some roster situations, right? You got to
Emmanuel Sanders.
who's going to be on the 40-man roster. If you have to designate somebody off the roster, and there's some real tough decisions that have to be made.
Really, really tough decisions, and I'm sure we're going to meet a number of times to talk about these decisions. And I was talking about the other day. I think as a team we could use 45 roster spots this year, but I don't think if we petition that we're going to get.
No, I don't think that's going to happen this year. Maybe after the next CBA. You never know.
JT Realmuto making some progress, Joe?
Yeah, he's actually hit on the field the last couple days. He should get another X-ray here either in the next couple days. And from what we see in that X-ray, it tells us how to proceed. But we feel pretty good about where he's at.
Good. I got some. Can you explain to some of the people how he can get his at bats, so people know?
I'm looking at.
Because he's not going to obviously got enough games to be played, the A game, so to speak. Can you explain how he can get ready?
So in this camp, obviously, we probably have about 40 pitchers, and with the starters going longer now, there aren't as many innings for all the other people. So they're throwing simulated games because we got to keep.
All right,
them
that's a
going
1-out
just in
double
case
for the Phillies
you
here.
have injuries or COVID outbreak, and so there are a lot of simulated games where these guys will.
Pretty
throw
much,
hitters
Derek. Yeah, and he's not really
like
focusing
it's a
on where
game.
he's
You don't
throwing the
necessarily have
100 miles
fielders,
an
but if
hour.
you
He's
give
just
up
trying to
single,
gas
work
it
out the
up.
stretch. I mean, a guy can get
It's
7
like,
or 8
dude, at
at-bats
least
in that game
aim it.
easily.
Like, I don't know what.
Even if
Like
it's
I
only
said,
a
he's
3 or 4
unraveled. He
game,
gave
you
up a
get
home
8
run.
at-bats. You can hit twice.
It's
an inning,
just
or
going
you
to get
can
crazier and crazier
home
right now.
and away. So and hit every inning. So we'll be able to get him at bats. Building up his catching stamina is what we might have to be a little bit cautious about at the beginning of the season, but we'll get that in because JT's in great shape. But and he's caught a lot of bullpens. He's done that. But a game is different than catching a bullpen.
Joe, last inning we saw you, Scott
Strike
Kingery
one.
laid down a bunt, first and second, nobody out. Do you envision yourself doing that maybe a little bit more this year? Obviously, it's going to depend on the situation.
Well, we want it to be, obviously we're going to bunt more because we got pitchers hitting, but we want it to be.
There's no one count right now.
These guys can bunt for hits. There's
Here's
a lot of hits out there
oh
too,
yeah,
I
1-1
believe,
rather.
that, you know, they have an opportunity. Had he pushed that ball a little harder, we got the base loaded. So, you know, the execution was pretty good. You know, he made.
I don't really know any of the.
You know, he
I don't
at
really.
least got him over, but.
I don't know. All right, runner at second. 1-0 Phillies lead on the home run by Herrera.
Makes the team, or Roman can do it, and Odubel can
It'll be 2-1 now. Ball by Joe Jimenez.
And you know the words that people use now is you want to use all the tools that are in your tool bag. You know, and when you have the ability to get bunts for base
that's the
hits,
son that's playing at the
that's the tool
ballpark.
that you need to use, and for Roman a lot of times.
What's up, Jared?
That's a double. That's not a single.
Right. Oh fuck. That's gone.
Smack to left. Did that catch the wind? Oh, not quite off the wall.
No, that's big
Oh, that hit the wall though. That'll be a double. That'll score the run.
That's the big toe. I tell you what, he does not.
And that's Ruben runs.
He does not miss fastballs. I've seen him do it a lot of times.
Torreyes, a 1-out double. Drives in another one, 2-0.
Jumped all over this high
you know what he's
fastball.
got?
Yeah, I told you, Lucas. We weren't kidding when we were all bummed out that goddamn Joe Jimenez was coming
Did you see
in.
he gets the barrel of the ball, bat to the ball.
He's unraveled entirely.
Now,
Take him out, AJ. Take him out.
That ball was at his. that
Pull
ball
this
was
guy.
hitting high,
Fucking
Joe.
grab the flag. You know, time to pull
Oh
him.
yeah.
Not afraid.
But so
Ah,
I
shit.
mean,
Here comes a home
realistically,
run.
In 3 or 4 days, you
Mathis
get a lot
up.
of bats. So it's,
Runner at second,
it's
1 out,
catching
2-0
stand
now
I'm
for the
a little bit more
Phillies.
worried about, but we were talking about the bunting. You got to use
Little
those
spring
tools.
training
I mean,
action.
you have to because.
No, if I was like, well, this actually counts as
I
a
mean, I
regular
know he doesn't
season
get
game, by the
credit
way.
for it, but a lot of his singles are
When you wear
doubles.
goofy jerseys, it's a
So
regular
however
season
he gets
game.
on, they're doubles.
Right.
And you have to use that tool.
I mean, you're talking about him and Kingery. Those two guys, they get on base, they could wreak havoc. And it seems like we haven't seen that as much from Scotty. And I think, you know, coming up with the big contract and being called jetpacks, I mean, you want to see more of that.
You do.
God, 3-1.
And Ricky, I'll let
Or
you
2-0
talk.
rather.
And I'm not doing the interview here.
Oh,
You guys
boy.
are, but, I mean, think about when your attention is divided.
He's going full Joe.
When you're worried about
You
base
never
hits.
go full Joe
The quality of
Jimenez.
your pitches have a chance to be less. I think sometimes you'll speed up a little bit, and your arm doesn't catch up. And you leave. The
All right,
ball
come on,
up
Joe.
where
You
you're
got
trying
this.
to go
Strike
away,
this
and
dude
it
out
ends
with.
up middle. So there's a lot of bad.
All right,
things
there we
that
go.
can
2-1.
happen
There we
when
go.
a
Good
pitcher's
pitch. Good
attention
pitch.
is divided. And that's what we want these guys to do.
Can't stop the GOAT
I
Jimenez.
Great. I mean, it's scary when you're up there as a pitcher. You know it as a catcher. Come on, you're in that crouch, ready to throw down to second base. on every
Yeah,
pitch.
everything
It's
about
so
Jimenez
interesting.
is the greatest, dude. He's like, hey, he swung, man.
Ball gets to you quicker.
Like Joe, he didn't. Nobody swung.
And if the pitcher and
lot of
catcher
times
aren't
what you
thinking
Nobody
of
ever
this,
swings.
You rush the throw, and what happens? He's on third.
Yep.
Right.
or you elevate the fastball right,
I mean,
down
that's
the middle.
the other thing. Yeah. So there's a lot of havoc that these guys can create by just getting on base and dividing.
Hey, what's up, Weapon? How's it going?
Of the pitcher and catcher.
All right. 2-2 count.
But overall, Joe, very happy.
Cowboys
with the
should get
work
Kyle
you guys are
Pitts.
getting in down there.
He wouldn't be a bad pickup. I think
Yeah,
you guys
I
should
mean, we've
more
been
focus on
fortunate,
drafting
we
like a
haven't
corner
had
or
any
something.
really rainouts,
But
right, so we haven't.
I guess if Pitts is there where you guys are drafting, that's not a bad snag.
Starts for pitchers, and I should knock on wood.
That kid's going to be
Should've
nice.
been here,
And nice.
but, we've been really fortunate.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys could use more
so much
Surtain or Caleb Fairley
We
at,
spent so
at
much less time
corner.
on
You
the
guys
bus,
could use
and
like
guys are able
defensive
to get
backs.
So much more work in.
Now, does it get a little stale playing just against the
I mean,
same teams
the Cards
every
already
single
have
time?
good wide receivers, though. Weapon, is it really beefing up?
I think I've covered the Detroit Tigers.
I guess they got more depth there, but like their problem wasn't like guys who can catch the football ever. It was literally they can't block.
So it's
Like, they can't defend him. I love how baseball lasts 3+ hours while there's sports are time. Yeah, I like that too, Daniel. Quite like that too. But sometimes, man,
to me, it works out really well.
this kind of shit gets
Do you
old.
think
Look at
this
this;
is
it's
gonna
still going.
continue, when the world
Another
normalizes,
foul.
Joe, you think this is something that they should seriously consider or no?
I would like it. I think that, baseball has to examine, though, some teams are better draws for some teams. That I think that always comes into attention, the fan attendance. So what does it do to the fan attendance if this happens all the time? I think it's I would think that would be a study, but from a player standpoint and a coaching staff standpoint, this is so much better.
See, I was always a fan that interleague play should just be gone again. I thought it was
3-2.
great when I first started when I was playing. Hey,
Yeah, he does need a K here, but it looks like he's going to walk this dude.
Park, you know, and then all of a sudden that newness kind of wore off.
And then you saw those lineups.
Yeah. Then I had to go change my diaper when I saw the lineups. Yeah, I mean, are you still a fan of the interleague play, or not a fan, or in between?
Hey, there we go, Joe.
I think that's
Oh, it's good. Yeah, the Cardinals will benefit from it, but it's just like
I am, but the one thing I would like
your
to
guys'
see
need
with
is
the way we
more.
do the wild card is
You'd
more
think they would have been more
balanced
aggressive in the big name fucking lineman
We
market.
don't play one division, 19
Yeah, they're
teams,
pulling
another
him. They
division
pulled him.
six. That would be my personal preference.
There goes Joe Jimenez. We'll go. It's going to be a commercial break here because that's typically how they
Tough division, and is there
they operate pitching, unless they're not going to because they're doing an interview. So I'll leave this on.
more that we play each other equally?
But yeah, they're pulling Joe Jimenez.
Joe, can
Quinn's
you
going to come up.
because you look pretty comfortable down there. Can you?
I'm not
you know,
moving to my right again.
No.
because then I'm
No.
open.
We're up in Philly. Obviously, the weather's not exactly perfect up. Give me a sense of what it feels like to be out in that sun right now. Because you got the tan going on. You're ripped. Come on.
Yeah, they're not going to a commercial break
Yeah,
apparently.
well, it's a farmer's tan. It's definitely that. But
Yep, so it'll be Roman Quinn up with the runner at second and 2 out, 2-0 Philly on a home run and a manufactured double kind of run thing.
I know we're going back to the cold, right? And sometimes with
But yeah, not a good move for the Cardinals, I guess. Yeah, but again,
guys pulling something or something.
their big issue has always to me
It's
been
pretty
pitching.
pleasant. I think if you look at
Or
all the
not
fans in
pitching,
the
but
stands, they look
O-line.
really happy.
Robbie
we're
Ross
not
Jr. is
complaining
coming in to
about
pitch.
the
Robbie Ross Jr. to come in and
breezy,
try to get a quick
blowing
out.
out the left. A lot of sun. Bad day for pop-ups.
Going to see if there's any more
Yeah.
football
If you're a
news,
catcher.
unless it's probably dead for the next
Phillies
hour,
don't
to be
hit
honest.
one. Yeah, but it's really nice.
Is Galladay going to the
So it
Giants?
might have hit the seat next to me, so maybe if I was sitting in the seat, it would have hit me in the back of the head.
Joe, we just took a look at that foul ball. My goodness, that almost took your head off.
That go in between you and Luke
Yeah,
Williams?
well,
What the hell did Josina
Yeah,
Anderson
and
like
the
that
thing is,
post?
when
Oh,
it
God
bounced
damn it.
back,
Kenny
maybe
Galladay
it
is going to be a
wouldn't hit me in the
Giant.
seat. So maybe it was a
Maybe.
good call if I was in my other seat.
We saved
He's
it.
definitely, it's one of the teams. I would have to argue.
About the catchers, too.
The Dolphins, I would say, the
Definitely my
Giants,
reaction
the
time was a little
Jaguars, and the Ravens were my
no
four
reaction.
most likely to get him.
Joe, do you see the DH coming back to the National League anytime soon? I know the CBA's coming up, but you know,
I do.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I do. I just think pitchers are so hard to keep healthy now, and I like the difference in the leagues, but pitchers are so hard to keep healthy now that I just think, is it really a risk that we want to take where aces or number twos aren't out there because, you know, they possibly hurt something running the bases, or they get hit by a pitch and they can't go back out and pitch, or Max Scherzer bunted one off his eye. I think the pitching is really important and is a big part of our game. And
But just
you
say
wanna
they're not
keep the
athletic
stars
enough
on the
to swing the
field.
bat, Joe.
And it's going to be a ground ball by Rod. And will they get the out? No way. Runners at the corners. Oh, they get the guy at home.
It's a spring training
I
play.
don't think that went well.
That didn't,
no.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
So, you know, I'm not sure what happened there. I'll get to the bottom of it. But
I don't know what happened there, but the Phillies just got out there because
Thanks for being on with us.
I don't know what that was.
We're going to take a break.
You go for some street tacos
We're
right now?
back. Phil score a
Sounds pretty
couple.
good.
They take the lead 2-0.
Little Irish jig there. All right, we'll go to the bottom of the or top of the fifth now, I guess. Top of the fifth, Tigers trail 2-0. The single, the runner tried to score and they got him out at home plate, I guess. It's very strange. But it'll be Mazzara, Ramos, and Harold Castro. Mazzara, Ramos, Harold Castro for the Tigers here in the top of the fifth. I don't know. I don't think Wheeler's going to be pitching anymore. Probably pitch and change. Yeah, I don't know what that throw was. It clearly it was a genius throw, actually, because the shortstop designed that to make it so the runner from third would take off and try to score. It was genius. No, I don't drink, Weapon. I'm all good, dude. No, I'm all set. I don't drink alcohol, man. This is not a holiday to me. Like, really, it's like I'm not Irish, not Catholic. You know, I don't drink. This ain't my day. This ain't my day. I enjoy the day, though. You know, I always go out and have fun with people, but it's COVID this year. I ain't going to shit, dude. That Pat money down and how we get JC. The Pats have a lot of money. We have $30 million, not accounting for Trent Brown, basically. We're good. We're very, very good. We honestly could still fuck the whole market up and overpay for a wide receiver. The Patriots are very, very good. There's a thing called the Patriots cap on Twitter. This guy's very accurate. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, Weapon. Like I said, I'm pro partying, so I'm glad people have a day they can. If I was a drinker, this would be a great day. I'm just not a drinker, so to me, it's just another day. But I like it because everybody's usually in a pretty good mood because it's a party day, and I like when people are in good moods and having a good time.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome to you, Rick.
You guys have no fire going on.
The Raiders are now trying to trade Rodney Hudson rather than release him. They want a second-day pick for him. Not bad. So Rodney Hudson probably will get traded rather than just outright released by the Raiders.
I'm getting fired
After
up
all.
watching Wheeler, and he's painting right now.
0-2 pitch. How about Blue Bayou?
Fuck you.
Right down the middle.
That's not funny.
Good finish.
This guy's got jokes. Why is he talking shit about the Tigers like that? Wheeler's up.
I mean, he's using outside part of play.
About to fight this Phillies announcer.
A really live fastball. Has a little bit of action there at the end.
I think that
Takes
was
it off
tipped.
the barrel.
I think it was tipped at the end.
Anyway,
That ball, it's an error.
one out here in the top of the fifth.
Yeah, Wheeler's really kind of
Ramos up. Wheeler's still pitching, by the way. Looks like they're letting him go a little bit here. But he's only thrown 52 pitches, so he's just dicing us up.
Yeah. When I look up at the scoreboard, there's still a 0 up there.
Yeah, that pitch right there. He literally
A
could throw that
Pat
pitch
fan,
100
Rod.
times a game.
I don't,
He might
Kevion,
give up
I don't understand half the
And
shit you
you're
say
not gonna do
sometimes.
anything with it. Nothing. And that two-seamer that he's throwing now.
Matt
it's just-
Ryan. No, I don't think he was going to be a
it's so light.
Patriot.
It's
I wouldn't
such-
like him
such
on the
late
Patriots.
movement.
I
It's
don't
just like,
want
okay,
another
on this pitch, I'm on, and all of a
pocket
sudden,
quarterback.
it
I'm
moves at
good.
the last second.
This isn't a football stream though, so I'm done talking about football.
And then you just end up beating it into the ground.
It's kind of annoying. I don't mean for me to like say something about like a quick update in free agency for it to turn into like a football stream. I'll stop doing that.
That's strike.
Hey, well, fucking
That's
shit.
Picasso, ladies and gentlemen. That's just a nice fastball. Outside
Am
corner.
a Pat
There you
fan?
go.
What?
And no effort.
I don't understand what
That's the other
language you're
thing. It's just
speaking,
like-
Kevion.
It's so.
Didn't I yell at you already
that
once
spot.
this week about
I mean,
fucking
that's-
grammar,
I
dude?
guess if you're going to go and
Like,
paint the dots, that's where you want it to be.
and
That's where the dots
saying
He's got
and
that finish on
spelling
his
my name
fastball
right
like,
and
like a Roger Clemens had or Kurt
Fucking
Schilling had.
stupid
It's just-
illiterate kid.
It's just the ball, it gets there. You think it's going to plane out, right? You think it's just going to end up being low, but it planes out and it just stays on that plane. And then it's, it's in the mitt. And you're like, wait a minute, it wasn't supposed
2
to
down in the
do
5th.
that. And that's the finish you're talking about. They would throw
This
those
could,
two
he could
guys,
really get through
particularly
5 innings
Clemens
with
and
less than
Schilling, but
60
throw that
pitches, though.
fastball
That's pretty good. This
if
guy's
you're a left-handed
been
hitter.
very
You throw it on
efficient
the
against
outside corner,
us.
but it looks like it's going to be way
2-0.
outside, and it just ends up being right on that corner. And then you're like, no, that was supposed to be like 6 inches off.
You
the plate.
dumbass
It
bitch,
just-
big
the
teeth.
command of those guys
Big-
had of their fastball.
What's a
much
big-
like Wheeler has today. It's just incredible.
Yeah, I was real impressed. At the end of 2018, DeGrom won his first Cy Young award.
2-1.
And if you could have matched up
You
DeGrom
damn act
and
big.
Wheeler's output in the second half of that season,
You big.
That's really.
That's
for
what you
me,
said,
that's where
Kevion.
he
You said
really
big.
Came into his own. I mean, he was pitching exactly like
Kevion
called.
Kevion said big. He's like, you a big.
See, where is that?
What does that mean, Kevion?
I don't care.
If I'm
who
an
you are.
umpire, I give him that pitch because he's around the strike zone
Yeah,
so much.
absolutely. I could see if a guy's nibbling around the corners, miss, and then you throw that one, it's no good. Yeah, I mean,
Big
Wheeler's
though.
been right around there all day, and it's like an appreciation tip cap, or tip of the cap. Right?
Fucking
Yeah, you've been around there all day. I give that one.
full count. We're getting completely just dominated by Zach Wheeler right now. We are.
He only has, what, 3 strikeouts, if I'm not wrong. I don't know what you guys say. I think I have 3 strikeouts, but
I know right now he's at 12 pitches.
he's had a lot of he's had a lot of
Yep, Dre, yep.
pitches.
Not a football stream though, so I'm not really gonna break down shit like that. So yeah, you're right though. Correct. He did. Yep, and those two played together. Kingery, Harper, and Bohm up next here in the bottom of the 5th. I mean, I could end the stream and we'll just do a football stream later. That's fine. I just, this isn't football, so don't expect me to give any kind of real response to football stuff. Not trying to be rude. I don't want to talk about football all fucking day. Right, Kevion, then get the fuck out of here, dude. What does that let me do? Hold on a sec. Oh, okay, that's what that was. I wish at some point they'll eventually let people go back to people's profiles. But it's all good, Dre. Yeah, there'll be a football talk tonight, probably about 9 o'clock. We'll do a football stream. So, there'll be football talk. I just, it's just so much football. Go to the bottom of the 5th here. It's still a commercial break. It'll be Kingery, Harper, and Bohm versus probably Robbie Ross Jr. for a minute. I don't necessarily know who they're going to bring out. They probably might just let Ross continue. We shall see in about 2 seconds. Excuse me.
Lingering injuries might impact the early regular season games. That and more on the latest Phillies talk. Podcast brought to you by Team Toyota.
Yeah, I know those guys well. Corey, old Corey and little Jim. Got to take a trip down to Clearwater with Jim.
Oh, they changed it to Tehran?
We know him a
there
little bit, don't we?
We sure do, and he's fighting for a spot on this roster right now, believe it or not.
Phillies have seen quite a bit of these.
Tehran's coming in.
The Atlanta Braves.
You got the munchies for real? Nothing wrong with that weapon.
Lean right now, doesn't he?
It does.
Nothing wrong with that. You celebrating today, Dre?
Pitched for the Angels last year.
Good. It's it's St. Patrick's Day. I'm assuming you're having a good old day.
Blast from the past.
Dre's like, nah, this is my sober day. This is my day of reflection.
How about their lineup, the Angels?
Well,
my goodness.
I'll tell you what, Ohtani hit a couple of balls.
464, I think it was.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, that Angels lineup, Angels.
Rodon, Trout, Ohtani.
Upton.
They can swing it. They just haven't been able to pitch it.
Pretty much.
I got to ask you guys something. As Scott Kingery steps.
All right, here we go. Here's Tehran. Man, ball one.
Ball one from Tehran. That's been his problem. Right there, Julio Tehran, changing the arm angles constantly. The only guy I've ever seen that could actually, who am I thinking of? Reds, Giants, help me.
Reds, Giants.
Not Uribe. I know who you're talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Strike one.
Starts with a C, I believe.
Cueto, Johnny Cueto.
Yes.
He's the only guy that I can remember that could constantly change arm angles, like speed of his body, slow down his legs, that could actually get it done. There's other guys that go out there, try to do it, and it just doesn't always work for them.
Well, it worked for a little while for him, and then it's kind of gotten away from it. It's just
1-2.
While it is deceptive, it is very, very difficult to be able to throw and to command your fastball.
Different release point. I mean, that's all pitchers try and do is continue with that same release point. Everything coming out at the same spot.
And the one thing, I just want to point this out. You saw that last swing by Kingery, trying to pull a ball on the outside part of the plate. Drive to right center field, maybe?
Yeah, and I think this is one of the things that is difficult. I mean, these guys are not only trying to get their swings together, but they're battling to try to win a job. And to be able to do that at the same time in spring training, I mean, that's not easy. There's been a lot of expectations on Scott Kingery. I mean, he signed a big contract. Now all of a sudden he's got to be a, he's got to be a.
All right, here we go. 1-2. Let's see if we can get it out here.
It hasn't worked out for him.
Not much of a beer
over the
drinker,
last
but
couple
I
of
do
years,
smoking. The shops around my area are
he's
giving out
tinkering
free
with some
stuff.
things.
That's
He's
pretty
trying to
cool.
do some things, but right now he's just trying to. It's almost like he's almost trying to just survive.
20 guys converge on the mound, and one makes, and Candelario makes the play.
Win a job. That's something, a lot of people haven't
I
really
wonder if
said
we're
about
on
him
the
because he's been kind of a statue here with the Phillies the last few years. Now, you're looking at this right now. You see Odubel go up there and hit one 400 feet to right. And then you're Scott Kingery coming to the plate. What are you thinking? I know you try to be a good teammate, and yeah, but is your mind really thinking that, guys?
Well, I think more than anything else, it's about, he's going to have to just stay within himself and do what he can do, to try to impress the club and to help the club win. And he can't worry about what other people are doing right now. And hey, they're human beings. It's not an easy thing to deal with.
It's easier said than done, but you still have to stay within yourself.
Bryce Harper stepping up 0 for 2, struck out twice in this ball game.
And Tarek Skubal was able to get him a couple times.
Hector Neris, it looks like the day is going to be over for Zach Wheeler. Hector Neris warming up in the Phillies pen. Pretty impressive start by Wheeler. That's the other thing that I wanted to get to with both of you guys. You come into spring training, all right, you know sometimes you're going to be, your springs are going to be up and down. Always is. I don't care who you are, unless you just have one of these springs where you're out of your mind. What is your target date? So let's say you're 2 weeks away from the start of the regular season. Where do you expect yourself percentage?
One out here.
At that very
1-1 count. There's the peach. 1-2.
Like right now, if you're on the Phillies right now.
I agree with you, Bradley. Our offense isn't quite up to par yet, but I don't really know if we're running a very
7 innings.
reminiscent lineup of what our consistent starters are going to look like. Probably got a bunch of free edibles, a few pre-rolls, some shatter, a free gram at one place. I still have 3 more shops to spend 10 to 15 bucks and get like 50 bucks worth of stuff. Damn, I definitely got to go check that out then.
Harper strikes out for a third time.
At that perspective, I'd like to get as many as I could because that's.
There's nothing online that anything's offering, but I definitely might have to go on a walk.
The more at bats I could get, the better off I would try and be.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, for me, I was
pick up a couple things.
For a spot on the club, but if I was an everyday player, I would love to be
probably go snatch up an edible or some shit
and feel as if I was taking batting practice while I was facing
there we go. Struck him out. 2 down.
If I was an everyday
What's Baum doing? He's
player,
out.
feel
Oh, never mind. It's
when I step
0-1.
into
Never
the
mind.
box, it's just like taking BP.
I thought that he struck out
don't
right
have
there. I
any
don't know why I
tension,
did that.
Really relaxed. I know that
Please
I'm
do not be a
physically,
dad. You going
my
to?
legs underneath me, and I'm getting my timing. And to me,
okay.
about a week to go to the season starts.
0-2.
That's where I would want to be if I was an everyday player.
See, I knew like with about 2 weeks left, I would get into a thing where I had about three appearances
A
left.
weird thing to say.
Because I would always do it like this. I would get 2 days in the front. Then
Don't become a father. It's like, what are you, my kid from the future,
then
trying to warn me? Don't make me.
1 inning. And then
Damn
2
you.
days off, pitch my last inning and go. That's
About
it.
to be some reverse
that's
Star
when I
Wars shit. He's
knew
about to be
it
like,
was time to kick it
Rod,
again.
I am
And
your
it's kinda
child.
What's
Be
his,
like, what?
wow.
How the fuck
I'm
is that
blanking on a
possible?
big name. Mariano Rivera.
He's easy to forget.
Just say Mo.
No,
It's the
because we
whole
came out,
green
like, at the
theme
same
of St.
time.
Patrick's Day, so
And
it
I'll
goes
never
with the
forget,
bud.
we
I
just
hope
got-
Michigan's
we
as
got
creative
Craig Jeffries
weapon.
on our team.
I hope Mount
Man,
Pleasant's
oh,
being
man, if
creative
he
with it.
doesn't go in
I
and
don't
drill
think they will be,
Jeffries,
but
I come in the next. We're both
I know,
on our
Kevin.
team
You were
today.
just being kind of
I
annoying
have
for a
to come in
second
and drill
there.
their first guy, which I believe may have been Jeter at the time. So Jeffries goes down, Jeter goes down. He goes back out. He nails the first guy again. So I got to do it again. Almost started.
I have a low tolerance
to
to being annoyed. It's a problem.
That's when you know that you're ready to go.
We were ready to go, both of us.
I'm working on it. It's a me thing.
You may have been on that.
Anyway,
Were you on
0-2.
that team?
2 out here in the bottom of the fifth.
That was 95. I was there the next year, 96.
Strikeout coming.
Doing
Watch
the
this. Strike about to carve it up.
Not talking
Go
about
sit
Sam
down.
either.
Oh, foul ball.
That's a good pitch. He's had a couple good pitches to whack at today.
More and more
With
fouls,
the hit.
more strikes.
Actually, it's odd because his swing has gotten longer as the game has progressed. And
We
he
up
had that
to
one
17
very
likes. I
tight
appreciate
swing
that.
in
Thank you,
his
guys.
First at bat for the big set.
Very, very kind. We're just 3 likes away from our goal of
He's still
20.
reeling from that one at bat where he won.
He
You're
almost
good,
got
Cavion.
thrilled.
You're
Thrilled,
good.
and then he wanted to
Just
absolutely
do your trolling when
crush
I'm
that
already not in a
pitch,
weird
but
mood.
Interestingly,
Little bit of
though,
pro
he
tip.
did
Could mess with your mind.
He did
Strike it
stay in his
out.
swing. I mean, that
Like
was
I
one
said,
thing that Joe
nothing
talked
difficult
about.
to
is
it.
he
Wow,
stayed in
got
his
him.
swing.
Wow.
Nice inning by Tehran right
Yeah.
there.
All right, we'll go to the top of the 6th after the strikeout. I love it when my area they do these kind of promos on 420. You shoot, they really break out the free stuff. Yeah, 420 is good. Yeah, that's always a fun time. In a month from now, I cannot wait to be able to actually go into the dispensaries on 420. Last 420 was goddamn awful. I still am angry that 420 was ruined. 420 on 420. Like that was taken from us. Like what should have been the best 420 in history was just, oh shit, the Yankees got a no-hitter on Toronto in the 6th inning. It'll be Jones, Grossman, and Candelario. Jones, Grossman, Candelario in the top of the 6th. We'll see if Zach Wheeler comes back out. I'd imagine they're going to go for a pitching change, though. You know what stinks? I don't think anyone's using the link, leaving likes on the links I'm leaving. So I think in the future I'm going to stop leaving links because people aren't giving me likes back. They've bankrupted the take a penny, leave a penny. Sad. I'm just playing around. Oh, we have 21 likes. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate that. No, don't feel pressured to have liked it. What is this? What is this? Can I get copyright claim for that? Is that copyright claimable?
Summary, there you see it. The one guy you don't see on there, though, how about Zach?
Watch my channel just completely shuts down and gets deleted. They're like, this is property of the queen now, bitch. I've been snacking on the medicated Sour Patch Kids. These things are already deadly. You can't even taste the herb the whole bag and fall asleep, right? I hope not, Kevin. So I'll probably just, I'd quit. I'll be like, all right, I'm done doing this.
You're in trouble, and he absolutely started painting. Everything that he was throwing was a strike. Using both
It's all
sides of the plate.
delayed and fucking
Sinker was
broken.
down.
I hate when the website doesn't
Fastball
work. It
was
pisses
going
me off.
up in the zone. Tremendous line. He was doing it all today.
Hector Neris is
Hector
pitching.
Neris comes on.
Hector
The
Neris.
Phillies- Well, do I say closer? Because he kind of still has that title.
He's still the closer until someone takes it away from
He's
him.
still the closer.
How come the closers always throw the 5th inning in spring training?
I used
Why
to
is
do that too. It's.
I mean, Trevor Hoffman used to do it in Peoria for Padres. It's
Not
always
trying.
always 5th inning, so they
Go play golf.
Ben, it's the 6th inning.
No, Cavian. Sorry, I have
sixth.
stuff I have to do this
That's probably
afternoon.
why closers always pitch
Sorry,
fourth.
There
buddy.
you go.
See, Wheeler screwed
But
up.
no,
He won an extra
I know
inning.
you went an extra inning.
Yeah, I know, Catherine. It'd be nice to see
Actually
somebody
tell
do
you
something.
why.
Why won't this fucking
what I
update?
know
It's
the
so
advice
annoying.
is because you wanted to have them face some of the very good hitters on the club and not.
Oh, there it is.
necessarily
Okay, it
face-
updated.
This is why
Kobe Jones
I
takes
thought
strike one.
That we used them that early. It's because we
So it'll
wanted
be
to have
Jones,
them
Grossman,
face
and
some of the
Candelario
very
here
good
in the
hitters,
top of the 6th.
you know,
Tigers need to get
rather
something
than
going
facing
as they
Israel
trail
in
to
Double A or
nothing.
Triple A.
The guys
And
with over
0-2
89
quickly.
on their back.
Little slide piece.
He's been throwing it a lot.
I hated it. I hated facing 89, 90.
Medicated
no
pizza.
number.
That sounds
was
delicious.
danger zone for me because you knew that
What
person
state
up
do
the
you
plate
live
was
in?
looking fastball.
If you
Once
feel
they got it,
comfortable
their
saying,
swing,
like
they don't
Colorado or Cali?
throw them a break ball, you're going to screw them into the ground.
No trickery there.
Oh, two.
They're up there hacking.
The B bombers.
But that
So we used to call them. These guys that come in the second.
Hopefully, Cavian. I hope that happens, man. I hope that happens.
Or if the game got out of hand early.
That was my job for about 10 years.
Did not want
You
to
live
see
in New
Ruben
York?
come
Hell
in.
yeah, that's a nice place. New York's a nice city. Well, kind of. It's a cool place. And they say it gets
Strike
cool.
three,
Oh,
the
goddamn, he
split
struck
down
out.
in the dirt, and
Jacoby
now we
strikes
welcome
out.
in special guest. How about the third baseman? Alec Bohm. Alec, how you doing?
Good, guys. How are you?
With Ricky Metallico here. Along
You live in
with Ben
Michigan?
Davis,
For sure. Yeah,
Ruben
for sure.
Amaro.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the
Yeah,
people
what
here
about?
live. It's just with
You got that
Weapon.
little brush back pitch.
I'm just confused because he's
Van
got all
Dock
this
throw you out of
crazy.
whack a little bit?
Dude, I never heard of
No.
medicated pizza
It's
though.
just
That sounds
always,
delicious.
Wakes you up a little bit when they're throwing that.
Yeah, Michigan's a
hard
great
pitch.
state. That's where I live
Kinda
too.
on you,
It's
but
it's the best
no,
of
it's all good.
states.
Alec, your first at bat, you got a 1-0 count.
Yeah,
to lead off
1.
the inning, and I'm putting
California.
myself in the
That's what
shoes
I
that
I figure as much with that one.
But you stay within yourself. You got an 84
Yeah, don't say what
mile-an-hour
part.
changeup, and you
I
hit a line
understand
drive
now
back
why
the
it's
middle.
you
You
have
don't
shit
see
like
that in a
that.
lot of young hitters, but you have that willingness to stay with your approach and trust it. How great is that for you?
Tigers start the season with a 4-game series
Yeah,
against the
I
Indians.
trust it a
I
lot
know, Bradley.
because Obviously,
Maybe it's a new year though. It's a new situation. We're not the Tigers. We're not going to go 18 or 1-18 against them again, or whatever we did that one season. That was brutal.
You know, no
Or
one ever yells at you when you
3-18.
get hit,
Sorry,
so-
I don't. That's not going to happen
I've
again.
been
That
really
won't
impressed by
be
the
the
way you've
same.
been playing defensively. Is there
reality.
anything in particular this spring, or a feel
Maybe.
that you have this spring that you had that did not have that was different from last year?
Shouldn't be the
far
same
as your
reality.
defense
I'd
is
be pretty
concerned.
goddamn upset. Let me tell you.
Just a lot more relaxed.
1-2
really.
count.
Slowed down for me.
Looks like it's
Just
gonna be
more
ball
confident
2
out there
based on
and,
the little
feeling
pitch
quicker,
tracker.
getting off the ball better. So, you know,
Kind
all
of
those
watching the
things come
pitch
with
tracker too to
repetition.
kind of see
So
it where it's
I
at.
think just all
Ball
the
2
work
up high.
that, you know, the staff and everybody's done with me, and just kind of.
I'm a Yankees fan because you're from New York. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes.
Becoming a complete player. It's all part
Yeah, there's a
of it.
lot of Yankees fans. They're a very
You know, we saw you
popular
take a
team
base
even
early
outside
in
of
the
New
game
York.
with the ball in the dirt.
Yeah,
It
Bobby's
seems
a
as
Cardinal.
though-
Yep,
and I
kind of a
think lot
crazy
Philadelphia
signing.
Fans love you for this type of baseball.
You're Tigers and
That
Yankees
you
fan,
have a
Catherine.
very
That's
good
fair.
feel
Yeah, like I said, a lot of people
for
like the
fundamentals of
Yankees.
game,
They're
the
one of
little
baseball's
things, the
staples.
nuances. How much pride do you
And
take?
that'll be 2 down here in the 6th for
Well, yeah,
Detroit
you know,
real
I
quick.
know I'm not Roman Quinn, so.
William Jackson
I
signed
gotta
with Washington.
find-
Yeah, that one
find a
sucks
base
a little
where I
bit if
can
you're a
here and
Bengals
there,
fan, I
so,
would imagine.
Yeah, you know, it's those little things where, you know, you can pick up a base on it.
Yeah, if we could score runs, yeah, exactly. Our problem isn't. I don't think our problem is going to be like pitching this year. I think our problem is predominantly going to be what we see today: goddamn scoring runs.
You know, work on
Our
that, know
pitching's
how
been
to-
good today.
And
It's been
Alec,
clutch. Our
have you
defense
guys
has
been
been
doing
good,
that?
sharp.
Are there drills that Paco has been running out there with you guys
Just
to
our
do that?
goddamn hitting, dude. It's so bad. It's
there's little
it's
things,
a
yeah,
symptom
but
of having
yeah,
so
he's,
many young
you
guys
know,
in the
he's always a hero
lineup.
over
It
there,
is what it
and,
is.
you know, it seems
Eventually,
like he
they
just
they
has a
start
really good
hitting,
feel,
but
you know,
ugh.
when to tell you to look for a dirt ball.
Man,
you
it's
know,
so
just that
hard to
feel
have
of the
young
game when,
dudes in
you
the
know, breaking
lineup.
pitch in the dirt might be coming here with 2 strikes.
But like when
You know,
they
little things
break,
like
they
that.
usually all might start
Yeah,
breaking
Paco's
at the
always on
same
top of it.
time. So that's something to look forward to.
I got to ask you. You got about
Probably
2
living here,
weeks
I
till
didn't
opening
smoke as
day.
much as I do, and now
You
I'm
know,
like a kid in a candy
how are
store.
you
Yeah,
starting
dude,
to
it's
feel
probably
right now?
brutal.
You
It'd be
starting
like
to
if I
feel
moved to
like
Denver,
everything's
even though it's
rolling
already
into shape?
a big problem for me. But I'm in
Yeah,
New York City, but I'm a
absolutely,
Pats
you know,
fan. That's fine,
Yeah, just
Cavion.
looking around the clubhouse, you know, guys are.
Yeah, Catherine,
excited
losing
that
Nick
there's a,
Castellanos stunk, but
there's
I
energy
kind of
and,
understood it. He didn't want to be
you know,
part
you
of a
can tell it's,
rebuild.
oh,
Hit by pitch.
it's, you know, it's a fun group.
God
Everybody
damn
loves each
it.
other, and.
Oh, that's good.
it's
That's
just,
us. Dude, these green
you know, we
jerseys
come
are
to the
throwing me
field,
off kind of
have
bad.
fun every day.
So we get a base
you know,
runner
you
because
just
of the hit
sense
by
that guys
pitch,
are-
not
guys are
accident.
getting ready, they're getting close, and,
Castro up,
you know,
Harold.
We're itching to get out there.
Or no, is it
How
Willie?
much
Yeah, Willie
have some of
Castro.
the veterans on this ball
Yeah,
club
Willie
made that
Castro.
transition from minor
The
league
good
baseball to
Castro.
the big leagues that much easier for you?
A ton. From
Do you
the
guys
first
know
day,
that
you know, I walked in
Willie
there, and they
Castro's
all-
uncle is
you know,
Raul
even,
Castro,
You know, guys that aren't here anymore, like Jay.
who is the
Neil,
brother of
You know, all those guys that have had great
Fidel
careers,
Castro.
been around for a long time. Guys I grew up watching. You know, it's
making Willie
it's nice
Castro
when you know they come up to you and they just make you
the
feel
son
right
of
home.
Fidel
And
Castro.
from
Did you
day
know
one,
that?
They made me feel like I belonged, and you know, I was.
If you did,
I was there to
I made
help
that
them
up.
win. And
I'm lying right
you
to
know,
your face.
always
This is some shit I made
you know,
up
those guys, I
because
owe them a ton of
I don't even
credit
think
because
Willie's Cuban.
This game's a lot easier. Not easy, but it's when you're comfortable and you're.
Yeah, I don't even know if
having
Willie's a
fun.
Cuban guy.
Those guys
Like
made
in,
sure
in
that
all honesty,
I was doing that last year.
Hey, Alec, it's Ruben again. I just was curious.
it's gonna be like one of those situations like when Nico Goodrum, where I could have sworn Nico was Latin American,
feeling.
And then he spot. I was like, wow, Nico's not Latin American.
Is there anybody
I
in
never would have
college or
expected.
anybody in,
I fully thought Nico
Phillies
Goodrum was going to be like a
organization
Latin
somebody
American
you've
ball
always
player,
done
like from like
is
Dominica.
anybody you can name?
Yeah, so, I mean, going back to my days at Wichita.
So I was like, wow, okay, there's 3 outs, though. Tigers go, yeah, at least they get a base runner. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, due up for the Phillies. It'll be
this big Nebraska kid with
Herrera, Williams, and Hall. Herrera, Williams, Hall.
And I found out real quick that it wasn't going to work, and that's where this.
Yeah, Willie. I think Willie will get it going in the regular season. I think he's being a bit lazy right now. Kind of like a regular season thing, or just kind of getting bored of the post or the pre. Oh shit.
6th inning, Ben. 2-0 Phillies.
Gotta refresh this shit. Commercial break. I'll unmute it as soon as I can.
Lone scent of helps get you off your couch and into the driver's seat.
There we go. Do you know that Josh Rosen is an atheist? I think he's Jewish. What's up with all these fat, pale women on this commercial? This one lady looks like a toe face. She's just like an older woman. Not wearing no makeup. With a little bit of. What the fuck was that? That's a weird commercial. It seems like Tigers were better offensively the first 8 games they played. I have personal theories as to why that is. I think it has to do with earlier in the preseason, you've seen more use of your farm system. You've seen more use of younger players, your B squad, your C squad. And as spring goes on, you start seeing more and more use of your regular starters, the more normal players. And as that's happened, the Tigers have become less and less of a threat because I do think they have a better farm system than a lot of teams that they play.
Really good looking
But
by Mr. Neris this last time out, huh?
that's because their farm system is basically their major league team. So it's this weird kind of double-edged thing where, yeah, in the future we'll probably be better than most teams, but right away they're decent. It's just. I think our farm system is just way better than a lot of teams, so we just can kind of beat up on other teams when they play their farm systems too. We just kind of beat them.
Still Julio Tehran. Odubel pops.
That'll be the first of the inning.
Out there. It's not like his home run.
So Herrera flies out. Williams up. 1 out. 2 out. That's my personal theory as to why they started off so good. Because, but as more teams start using more major league guys, it's kind of started to whip up on the Tigers' younger hitters too.
19, that is your Toyota Camry turning point.
Because they seem to murder young pitching. The Tigers seem to just absolutely jump all over young pitchers.
Yeah,
but as soon as they put on a Zach Wheeler, they get carved up the way they just did.
Ricky, they all
Start
count.
somewhere.
They all count.
It's a weird thing about this Tigers
Here's
team.
Luke Williams. He's 0 for 1 today, a walk and a strikeout.
Here, Luke. 0-1. They're still pitching Julio Tehran. I hope they let Julio pitch 3 innings today.
Locks going these days.
It makes sense, right? You let Julio pitch 5, 6, 7.
Look at Nola, his are cut. Harper's are
Because you want to get a good look at Julio, so might as well let him pitch for a minute. Especially if he's dealing the way he keeps dealing right now. Yeah, might as well.
Hey, let them do
Let his
their
ass run it up there for a minute.
They're letting these guys do whatever they like. We don't have those rules like the Yankees do here in Philadelphia. They're still upholding those rules, correct?
0-2. You believe in gods and Jesuses? Hell yeah.
Not many of them.
That's good for you, man. Hell yeah.
It depends. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that was going on when I was first coming up in the big leagues.
In the Lord God
anymore. No. When I came up, my first year in spring training was '93.
Beat this. I wish we could. I hope we can. My teacher is Jewish, but every time I talk about God, she gets mad at me. Well, yeah, because people don't want to talk about God, dude. It's weird. Nobody wants to talk about any of that.
Man,
You're at school, dude. You're trying to do math.
There's
You talk about the good Lord.
We've seen some pretty good pitching in this ball game.
Trying to talk about math, kids.
Skubal was very good.
I don't give a fuck about no Jesus right now. What good is knowing what Jesus said about long division, bro?
First inning, but once he really kind of settled in, he looked masterful.
I sure hope we are on a team that averages a couple runs a game, or else we're gonna lose it. Yeah, Bradley. We gotta start scoring. Oh yeah, exactly, Derek. Yeah, that's just a young team. Young team. You're gonna see some struggles, have some weird games, some ups, some downs, some major downs, some good ups, some fun ups. As I've said, I still think this team is close to a 500 team, or just over 5.
Working on a cutter, and he's talked about that possibility of using a cutter.
A base hit. God damn it.
Hey, they hit the bunker and came back. They haven't played second.
Got his ass. Oh, come on.
I guess if they're going to call that a double, it's good hustle, good play by everybody on this one.
Can't look at the replay in spring training, Ricky.
He was out.
What? You tried that ball sliced.
Nice to see him hit it against the shift right there, right?
Hey, the double to right center his last at bat.
Dude, they nailed him. He was out by a minute.
Oh, he might have snuck in there.
Did the swim move.
Little swim move.
Even the announcers don't think he was really safe. They're like, maybe he was safe. I don't know. Whatever, 2-out double. We're losing 2-0 anyway.
Oh, man.
Same here, Derek. Yeah, I have the game up too. Yeah, I have the game up too. What do you think I'm not watching it?
Yes,
I literally, yeah, same here, Derek.
See if we can
What do you think I'm not watching?
out a little bit here. Yeah, as I was saying on Nola, I mean, for him, it's, you know, he's got to be fine with his
if you were watching, he clearly is out. Nothing about that looks safe.
Just throwing more consistent strikes.
There we go. Whatever. There's the third out anyway. Who cares? Ball don't lie. They're done. Oh, okay. You were backing me up. I got you. All right. So it'll be top 7. Nunez, Scope, and Green. There to the backups. Ugh. Nunez, Scope, and Green. Let's see if they can do something. Running out of at-bats. Yeah, we're starting to run out of at-bats, unfortunately, here. Well, it's commercial break, so we'll see how it goes. Alan also seems like the refs are a little nice with the strike zone. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Yeah, well, it's a preseason game. Yeah, the umps are kind of inconsistent. I don't know. Yeah, they're more prone to call strikes in the preseason, I think. You think Daz is going to pinch it? That's not a bad guess. But yeah, they're going to start. Maybe not for Nunez. I think they want him to get some more bats. You may be right though. I won't defend my position hard.
He's an all-star teacher. Nominate the great educator in your life for the Phillies All-Star Teacher Contest. 10 area teachers will be selected to be recognized during the 2021 season. Submit your nomination by 5 p.m. on March 19th. Enter now at Phillies.com.
Ricky, any teachers that you remember?
Miss Hellberg.
Miss Hellberg.
Miss Hellberg was my...
What year?
4th grade.
Yeah.
4th grade, probably taught everything at that point. I don't think we really switched.
No, you didn't move around.
She was my home. I had a crush on her, man. I did. You never had a crush on a teacher? Come on. That like whenever she called on you, you turned red in the class? That was me.
Man.
Oh, yeah, that was bad. Why are you guys laughing at me?
No,
you guys are
interesting.
You know what? I don't know.
I can't really remember if I had a crush on any of my teachers. I'm sure I did at one point.
Guess that happens.
Yeah.
Miss Prygon for me, I think it was. French
Prygon?
teacher, yeah, Miss Prygon.
It's interesting.
I think she was a French teacher.
Oui, oui. Jose Alvarado, I believe, is on the pitch for the Phillies. Hard-throwing left-hander. Ben, how'd you like to catch this guy?
I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
No, he's the guy that,
Wrong answer.
you know, this ball, when he throws a sinker, sometimes it'll sink, sometimes it'll cut, sometimes it'll just feather the other way. It's just, it's got a mind of its own. And it's high octane.
High octane.
Math is just set up right down the middle, let the ball do all the work.
I see what you mean. Even if you're setting up inside, it ends up hitting your thumb. How's that one feel?
Not good. Not good at all. I've told Tom the story before, but Matt Thornton, he came out with Seattle. You know, Matty ended up being like a 3-time All-Star with the White Sox. But he came up. Matty was 95 to 100. Look at that. I mean, that's 94. Just looked like a Steve Carlton slider, right? I mean, it did.
Disappearing.
But Matty came up, and I called a sinker, and he threw this nasty cutter, and it got my thumb really badly. So I went out, and then I called it again. It cut again. I went out to the mound. I said, Matty, what? I'm calling a sinker.
Hold on a second. I got
He goes, I know. I said, well, why do you throw cutters? He goes, I don't know where it's going. Which made me feel great. There's
That's
99.
a strike.
That is right down the middle.
That is
almost.
a strike.
I don't know where it missed.
Just 1 second.
Well,
Enjoy the game really fast.
Yeah, you do know. It's 7th inning. Maybe he's got a little sunstroke out there. A little
Yeah, these announcers are hilariously unprofessional. Yeah.
Still a strike.
It's basically me out there
It
just
wasn't
chilling.
a strike.
Like a Zach Britton. He would not be easy to catch.
Real tough.
You know, it's just.
I would think a guy like Mike Stanton. Did you have him? You ever catch him?
No.
He was kind of like
hit
that.
against him.
Cut.
That was no
sink.
fun.
I'll tell you what. I had my cut. I had my sinker taken away from me. I believe it was my first game in '95. I never threw one before, but I was throwing it in the spring. Throwing my first one, I hit Leby right off the kneecap. That was it. Can't throw it without knowing it's coming.
Remember the first. Oh my goodness.
My gracious. That was
Wow.
unfair.
AB, see you later on that. That is that embarrassing as a hitter?
No.
Or are you just tipping your cap?
Just got the best of him. He just threw a 90 pitch before that at 99, and then
That
it goes
is-
like that. That's just dirty.
That is pretty filthy. I mean, you're talking about in the left-handed batter's box all the way down to your back foot. Yeah, the chances aren't good to hit that baseball.
But I remember the first really good sinker that I caught. I signed Adam Malvern, and I go to rookie ball, and we had a guy by the name of Matt Clement on our team. And
Sure.
Matt had a great career.
Great.
And I had never really caught a good sinker. And it got to the point where I was kind of like, okay, I call it, I know it's coming, but it had such late movement, I started to panic. Like my hands got really stiff, and I started to clank a few pitches, and I didn't know how really to react or to receive it. And I remember going up to our manager, Mike Basso, and who I had for 3 years in the minors, and he said you just have to relax even more and just be even more subtle with your mitt and how you're able to go after that particular
Almost
sinker.
let it come to you.
Exactly. Just be very subtle. And that's what I had to do. And then I started to have a little bit, it felt more comfortable catching Matty's sinker, which was unbelievable.
I had a lefty in college when I used to catch in college that did not know which direction his pitches were going. I mean, that's the one thing, because there are guys that balls hit up the middle, hits the bag. That's off of Stott and into center field. I guess it's just going to be a base hit. Nobody feels like getting injured on this one. But I mean, how do you deal with a guy like that really has no idea which are there guys like that in the big leagues? I'm sure there are.
Absolutely.
Well, we're looking at one.
So
right
what do you
now.
do? Just hope?
Yeah, you just hope it finds it part of the plate. I mean, that's why, again, you have to just be very subtle back there.
And the other thing is, I think you just have to have, sometimes you just have to have the catcher set up right over the middle of the plate and just let the ball work.
And that's what Mathis is doing right now.
Must be nice. So just throw it down the middle.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm good.
Jankowski is now moved.
Yeah, I'm going to
right
stream tonight.
field.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Johan
sir.
Rojas is now in center field, I believe.
You're going to watch a Madden vid for sure. What the hell? Why did this freeze? Hold on. I gotta unfreeze it. It'd be nice to see Green hit a home run.
We will find out when they come to hit.
Oh, we got it. We got it covered. I think you got it.
We have a 1-0 count for Riley Green with the runner at first. A 1 out here in the top of the 7th.
One of the really bright young hitters.
All right, here we go.
For the Detroit Tigers, this kid can really swing the bat, and he's got a little bit of a tough task up against Mr. Alvarado today.
Great pickup, by the way.
Da-da-da-dun.
Talk about a guy, a lefty, you don't mind throwing up there against righties or lefties.
No.
Comes over from Tampa Bay. I mean, when he first blew onto the scene, I mean, this is
my
how
shoulder
hard he
hurts.
was throwing, and then
1-1.
just wasn't able to throw consistent enough strikes. But if he gets to the point where he can
Here's
do
the
that,
pitch. Ooh, 99. Damn.
Just had a good look at those
Gunned it
lids.
in,
Those are pretty
99.
Sweet lids.
2-1. Good
yeah,
pick.
we're
Good
gonna have to
count
make a phone call
for Riley Green.
Sweet lids. Look at that. The bell on it with the Phillies embroidery going in the middle.
You're
of
gonna
it.
prank me, huh?
Very nice.
For 2 first-round picks and OBJ. Oh, dang!
Never
You
made
pranked
it
me.
last year.
That's right.
Dang.
Cut off. I thought that was going to be my debut.
Dang,
I
I was
think,
losing my
1
mind.
year ago today when I was
2-2,
gonna get
foul
my
ball.
debut on
I was losing my mind, dude. I was about to
You know,
freak
you
out
could
till you
head over
said
to
got
our
me.
team store and go ahead and get yourself one.
I could do that.
Discounted
Why
rate.
not? I don't get discounted rates. You do.
Just read the promo earlier.
No.
Remember it was $32.
Maybe there is a discounted rate.
Now it's discounted.
Absolutely
Gator
stunned.
arms.
I have to wait for the Cinco de
Gator
Mayo
arms
hat.
over here.
Pitchers.
We got to wait for the Cinco de Mayo hat, Ruben. They having fireworks night for that?
For you, there.
Oh, man.
Well, you got me, dude. I was tricked.
2-2 by Alvarado.
God damn it.
Oh, breaking ball in the other
Ain't.
half.
Fuck
Was he
these
even trying
right.
to throw
I
it?
hate opposing teams' color commentators.
When you're throwing 99 and you spin this
Well, we're
tight
from
breaker up,
Philadelphia.
it doesn't
This is what
really
we
almost
do.
doesn't matter as long as
What up,
you
Kenny?
put it somewhere near the
That's
strike zone.
Go on top,
Kind of unfair.
Kenny.
I mean, when you have
What up,
something
Ken?
that you could slow down that much, and then he's also shown that little
Oh, what up?
cut piece on the other side.
Are you mad that AJ Green went to the Cardinals? I'm doing good, Kenny. Doing good. Did you want AJ Green to? No, you don't care about
I think
him.
If you're a righty, though, the last thing you want to do against Alvarado is try and pull him.
If anything, it would be the Patriots would have to give up Gilmore and like a 6th-round pick
When you have the
for
ball moving both directions.
for OBJ if we were to get him.
I mean, I would really try.
And we'd probably have to give up other
like a
things.
softball swing, you know, like trying to get up underneath it because it has so much depth to it.
How do you softball?
Because it's not really a salary dump. We can afford Nikhil. Like we can afford Gilmore. That's not at all an issue.
You know, if
It's
you
just we'd like to get
normal
something
swing
for a
out,
guy
he's
who's
gonna
clearly
be
going to be
around. That's
leaving,
what he
more than
wants you
likely to
do.
get overpaid. Oh, almost an overthrow, but we get the base. So we have a runner at second now with 2 outs here in the 7th. A 1-1 count. Pass ball, wild pitch, whatever you want to call it. How they're going to rule it.
Hold there.
Wild pitch.
Yeah, there's really no reason to throw that ball, but
You know they're way too liberal to rule things a wild pitch. Let me see this. Oh, okay, that's a wild pitch.
But he made a pretty good darn effort.
You know that could be a pass ball. I don't know. That passed the plate before it hopped. That's almost a pass ball.
On Alvarado is when he is not.
How's that ruled? If it hits the dirt, it's an auto fucking wild pitch.
You mean when he's off, he's way
I really don't like that. That's the distinction.
which is probably what's going on.
Who is this
here, right?
Kreidler
I
kid?
mean, let's
Not
face
too
it, they
sure.
know
I've
so
never
much
really.
about
I don't know.
everybody nowadays. You pick up that he's a little
He just
bit
kind of
off
popped out of nowhere.
and go try to straighten things out right
I think
away
Griner's up.
instead of wait until your next outing, right?
I think that was a little combination with a man on second.
He seems
base.
all right.
They didn't want to get crossed
Signs.
there. Yeah.
I don't think he's making the team. He'll probably get sent down tomorrow, but
This is Garneau.
All right, Kevy,
who's
on.
now pinch hitting or came into the game for Mr.
yeah, I know they hate citing errors, so
Ramos.
everything's wild
Tell me
pitches.
he doesn't stand like A-Rod. Not that he swings like A-Rod.
1-2.
I don't know, but that was 99 straight.
Past like 3
down.
games,
I mean,
the
that went
runs
straight
that
down.
we have scored have been
But
home
you're right,
runs.
Rick,
How do
he
you
does.
get a ball?
Not all of
I
our
was a pitcher
runs,
for a long
but most
time.
of them. That's not
I used to
good.
be able to throw hard. Okay.
He homered?
that
That's
sense.
good.
I couldn't get my ball to take off.
You want to
straight
sign with the
out.
Tigers, Kenny?
No, think for a lot of left-handers, just
Or did I miss who you say you wanted to
comes out of his
sign?
hand, it just, it might be the way he's gripping it, maybe the angle. Of
Breaking
his-
news, Kenny Kenny, do you play baseball for your high school?
Does he not look like A-Rod?
Are you on the baseball team? Yeah, foul ball. Oh, you do? What position do you play?
March 17th.
A little tardy on that, though.
Let me guess. You play
But you
catcher
said
or
someone
first
indicated
base?
Zach Britton.
Oh.
He said, well, how do you have that great depth on your sinker? He said, and this is
Hopefully you make the team, man.
no joke. He said, I have really, really tiny hands.
You gonna try
I
out
just
this
grab it
year?
to you And I just throw it. It just goes. Because whatever reason, it just goes down. He said, I have very tiny hands. That's just the way the ball comes out of it.
You take anyone for the Tigers, right?
Oh,
You
you look
play?
at Mariano Rivera in that cutter.
Can you hit? We need it.
I couldn't throw
Help.
the cutter, no matter how many. He showed me how to
Help.
throw it. It's just it's arm width.
I
It's where you let
need
it go.
it.
It's how you finish. It's how your body stands up.
Yeah, it might
Everybody's a
very
little
well
different.
be his anatomy also. I mean, some people have different types of anatomy. The way his wrist breaks when he releases.
2-2 count is a
Sometimes you
count
just can't
for
duplicate
it all.
those things.
Right.
Damn.
You
Full
know,
count.
I learned to throw my curveball when I was younger.
Oh yeah, we're batting. I hate when we wear the same uniforms as somebody else. Gosh, it's so
In the minor
confusing.
leagues, I used to do the whole wind-up thing, and I would do that tuck that he did.
I used to play. I'm feeling better than Harold Castro.
Go.
I know I could significantly hit the ball further than several major league players. Like guys who only hit like 4 home runs a season. I'm a better power hitter than they ever were. Like I just know that's simple the facts. Like I can hit the ball physically further than them consistently. God damn it! Swing the bat, Griner. Well, I guess an inside cutter. That pitch you weren't gonna hit it, so it is what it is. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Tigers trail 2-0. But I feel like I could hit better home runs than some guys in the majors. I'd hit at least 10 probably. Even if I struck out all 190 other times, I'd hit 10. Mathis, Veerling, and Kingery. Mathis, Veerling, and Kingling. Is Kingling. Mookie Betts extends. It's just commercials. Extends Dodgers lead with 8th inning home run in World Series Game 6 last year. Get your Tiger. I can't hit home runs, but I could get it on base, and that's all a baseball team needs. Yeah, I was a home run guy. I struck out 90% of the time probably, and the other times 80% of the time I struck out probably. I'm a 220 career hitter, and I hit all home runs. All my career hits went over the fence. I don't know what a single is. I've never doubled. I only strike out and I hit dingers. I was literally Adam Dunn as a hitter. It was literally just home runs or I struck the fuck out on 3 pitches. And it's bad too. I'm talking like I'd hack at pitches too. Because sometimes I didn't want to bat, so I just strike out. I fucking hated hitting. I'd just be like, Coach, I don't like hitting. Why can't we have a DH in this league? In high school, it was nice because they had DHs. I didn't have to fucking hit.
Check out an exclusive interview with Doug Peterson and his son Josh. As well
Do you ever
as
run into
coming to
Chris
America star
Castellani when he was at
Michael
CMU? He does
Blackson. Listen
videos
on
after
NBC
time.
Sports
No, I've never
Radio
I didn't run into him.
wherever
We probably
you
ran
get
in
your
different
podcasts.
circles. I didn't really run in like the sports in like the media circles, nor did I run in
With the mask and all.
like with the sports. I did
Social distance up in
I was more
suite.
in the writing and the
Hey, he's never been traded.
art.
How about that?
Do you bat lefty or righty? Righty. I wish I would have batted lefty though. Like if I have a kid who plays and they want to play baseball, I'll teach them how to hit left-handed if they're right-handed.
Absolutely.
Predominantly.
Stunningly
You should always
just
bat
made
the
that
opposite of what you're predominant. Like if you're a right-handed person, like you throw right-handed, you should probably learn how to bat left-handed because your stronger arm, your pull arm, is gonna fucking generate more fucking power for you when you swing like that. Because it's your stronger arm. It's gonna generate a fuckload of extra power and snap with the bat. Compared to, your fucking
Hey,
useless
Ron's got some
shit
great
arm
moves.
He's got-
that
he's
catches
always had-
baseballs and
I know,
shit.
always had a lot of movement.
There's a lot today.
But this power arm, yeah.
Mathis
Your dad was a
overwhelmed
lefty and
this
I was a
game.
righty. See,
Doesn't have a walk.
my dad I can hit left-handed, which is really annoying because I can actually hit for power from the left-handed side of the plate. But dude, I've probably never. I think I've hit the ball twice
How many games is he
left-handed.
gonna play? What, 3?
Well, I mean, listen, it's
Yeah, I know,
that
Bradley. At least the only positive is
JT's
at least
gonna
it's
be
the
back, and they have
preseason.
to
0-2
make
is the
sure that,
count.
You get
he
through
and
spring
that-
Yeah,
training.
I couldn't hit. I was not good at hitting, but I could pitch like a motherfucker.
Obviously, Andrew Knapp would be the starter, you would think.
And I didn't like hitting. I was just, it was so fucking, it was anxiety inducing because I was such a shit talker. I thought I got hit a lot. So it turned into a battle of me dodging baseballs, and I fucking hated it. And then I'd get really angry and throw at people's heads. I just didn't like the negativity that sometimes. Yeah, we got 20-30 to 30. Yep. Let me go look and see if the Trent Brown deal is done, Teo, real fast, because I've been waiting to see that get done and released, like what the numbers are.
It's a huge pinch, and there's some really tough decisions.
I've hit a couple baseballs lefty in cages at high speeds, but other than that, not very. Yeah, we're still sitting at 30 million, and the only deal left to do is Brown, Bethel, Ted Karras, and Cody Davis. So there's basically, we have 30 million before 4 contracts, and I'm gonna guess we're at about 15 to 20.
Yes, there's going to have to be some people.
Yeah, we've been getting great deals.
Well, I guess your bonus would be a
April 1st
60-day
weapon.
deal.
What's April 1st weapon?
Yeah, but I don't know that they have any.
Oh, April 1st. Yeah, that's the opening day. Yeah.
They already used it. You're right. I think.
Yeah, I struck out all the time, but I'd hit home runs when I would actually make contact because I have fucking great power, and I swung very hard for the fence. All I did was overswing to hit home runs. I have a beautiful swing too, which is just, if I wasn't so just like I didn't care about hitting, I wanted to pitch. I loved pitching.
Best impression, but he still has
It's just more dominant, just simply dominating people.
I think there's going to be a couple guys that.
Oh, hitters like you, I loved because I just make you ground out every at bat. I make you swing at that low pitch with barely any speed on it. Oh yeah, that's going right into the ground.
That's where you have those arguments, right?
With a little bit of sinking action thrown on top of it. Oh yeah, that's a free one.
Has to, think more long term.
Oh what?
And for the good of the
0-2?
club, later on, because opening day is just opening day. That's just one day.
Right.
That's not the rest of the season. There's 162 games.
Well, I'm with you with that. I just see.
Tried at my high school at my first at bat. I fouled a ball and it hit my teacher in the face and fractured his nose. I never finished the tryout. Damn. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Hilarious. Ooh, foul ball. Another foul ball. Keep it 0-2.
Sense, right?
Well, I think there's always going to be.
I was a killer in terms of pitching. I was good at that. I just couldn't hit.
Is he really going to pan out for us? Do we really project him?
You're gonna laugh your
to
ass
be
off
one
when the
of our
Packers.
dudes
Uh-oh,
going
he's
forward?
coming in for the Kenny smoke.
I mean, listen, Matt Joyce is one of those guys. He's here on a minor league deal. He does not have a major league deal.
I take it you're looking
Brad
for
Miller
Kenny
does.
right now,
He is
Chase.
on a
You're
major
trying to
league
fight
deal,
him.
But Matt Joyce is
I have a
very valuable player for him.
I have an odd. Oh, nice play.
God damn it.
And Jankowski's one of those guys.
He's
had
played very
Oh,
well.
they got his ass. Good. Made them grown. Nice, nice. 2 down. He's on your list. Damn. What list? This is terrifying. I didn't know you have a list, Chase.
Just having him in the minor leagues.
Majority of my strikeouts were looking because I would swing at pitches I believe I could hit. Yeah, striking out looking is the worst to me. I hated it. I never did it. I did once at 10 to game. Brutal.
But even still, even if those guys have,
It was one of the few times I was actually being very patient at the plate, and I took a pitch that was like way up here, and they called it strike 3, and the game ended. I was mad as a motherfucker,
A
dude.
lot of these guys have outs in their contracts as well. I think most of them are 24th, which is obviously a week away.
less than a week away. Yeah.
So
See, the 49ers are supposed to say center sign. Oh, it's supposed to sign Alex Mack. Yeah, not bad signing.
Maybe if they're not getting.
All right, here we go. 1-0.
You know what? I'm going to
2 outs here.
Take my chances elsewhere.
I took that one.
Be 1-1 or 2-0.
I
Guess that was a
told
ball.
by the
Be right
Mets
back.
I made the team in 04. Told them I made the team. Last day of the thing, they realized that there were Grant Roberts.
Yeah.
They were like, we can't send him down. And I'm like, you already gave me the situation that I made the team. There's a fly out to left, and that's going to end the 7th. Phil's still clinging to a 2-0 lead.
I got to stretch out a little bit. It's going to be end of the 7th inning. We'll go to the top of the 8th. Phillies still lead 2-0. It's been a nothing game so far. Paredes, Jones, and Haas in the top of the 8th. We'll see who's pitching. See, our pitching and defense looks pretty good, but if we have no off, exactly. Our the other two things working. I have to piss, by the way, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had to piss. Can't wait until football's back. Yeah, same here, Bradley. Same here. One game I was playing, I had the bases loaded, and I swung at 3 pitches above my head because I was excited the bases were loaded. I wanted to get a hit and missed all 3. Yeah, I was my best hit. I have a grand slam.
Giant. Help your Phillies fan cheer on their favorite team all season long while receiving access to exclusive content, activities, and so much
Hitting a
more.
grand slam was one of my favorite memories in baseball.
/kidsclubs to
Very,
sign up
very awesome
today.
moment. As much as I don't like hitting, I liked hitting a grand slam because I felt like a bad motherfucker when I hit it.
There we are again, guys. There we are again. Look at Ben with the 2-seamer down to second
Must
base.
have been a fast runner, otherwise I'd have thrown a 4-seamer.
Ruben, was that 93 by chance with the muscles pumping up?
Grand slams was my favorite thing to ever hit.
Guns for a second.
Almost.
Archie Bradley's pitching.
Whatever happened to those
And as
days?
usual, I look like a psychopath.
Yep,
So what's
27
the difference?
minutes, about a half hour to go.
It's a players-only game. It is a
And all the trades are
players-only game
finalized,
for
the
us
signings
today.
are officialed.
You guys enjoy
A
it?
lot of
Loving
information
it?
becomes
You are.
public.
Don't, Tom might get mad at you.
Anytime I get to talk about baseball.
Well, I should say
happy.
T-Max NCAA, right?
Yes.
Yeah. T-Max doing NCAA today.
We do miss him. We do miss him.
Absolutely.
Pro's pro.
Let's
And here we go in the top of the 8th. Archie Bradley in, who's vying to be a closer for this ball club. And in 2 balls, no strikes, 93 miles an hour.
Some pretty good pitching so far today, and it's nice to see that. It's something that we have not seen out of that bullpen for a little while. And these guys have been throwing well.
You know, I have a question for you. You don't think these guys know that they're in the same game for a reason? Neris and Bradley, you don't think they know that they're on the same field, that, you know, a couple innings apart? And it's the same thing as the center field position.
Well, you may be right, but hey, these guys just have to focus and make their pitches. I mean,
all right.
I think that both of them had experience
So a hit by pitch.
in the back end and pitching in the 9th inning, but hey, this is
Why
what
the Bears really
competition's
tried
all
hard to
about,
trade
man.
for
That's
Russell
what
Wilson.
you
They did.
love about spring training. You got to compete.
Hit Bradley.
That's not a great
Oh, is your
start
name
for
Archie Bradley?
No, it's a walk.
Or
to
Archer
Aaron
Bradley?
Castro brings up Jacoby Jones.
My favorite
Jones
moves
is
to
0 for
baseball
2.
when you got a
He's getting
walk-off
strikeout
double.
with
Yeah,
fly
walk-off
out
hits
to
would be pretty cool.
right field, I believe.
Yeah, Mark, we're losing.
Yeah, command
Are
was
they bringing
one of
back
those
the
issues
XFL? I
that
think
got,
Sojak,
Archie in trouble,
in
particularly
2022 is when it's
Arizona.
expected to come
Actually,
back. I
pitched
don't
very,
think
very
they're
well
doing it
last
this
year,
year.
but when he was at Arizona, he
I
struggled
think they're
with
trying to
some
get
command.
things figured
Yeah, at this
out.
point
There's
in
a
spring, you
possible
want to see that display.
CFL merger going
You want it.
on and a
This
whole
is
bunch of
where I
other
really
random
feel
shit
like
going
you
on
turn
with that.
That corner, that
We shall see.
you actually feel like you're heading in the right direction to a regular game.
But Scooball, about 3 innings. Looked pretty
And
good.
then
Didn't give up
it's
any
gotta
runs.
There's a ball hit hard to second base over
Balk.
shortstop. That's going to be a
That's
4-6, 3 double play. That's more of what you want to see, right?
2 down in the top of the 8th inning here.
It's not a great pitch, but it's effective. It's a
Fuck.
very speedy Jacoby Jones, and he can really run.
Well, it does help that he hit this ball.
Yeah, I think he
extremely
might. I think so.
hard. You're right, Ruben. That is
Apparently
a
we didn't
hanger.
do shit. Yeah, J-Mo, like I said, sometimes you can tell the trend of this
But
team.
now the exit velo was enabled them to complete this double
What do you think
play.
they do with Tua? Well, I think Tua is going to be the starter, but Jacoby could definitely earn the job from him.
Detroit Tigers.
Bringing in a guy who could be a capable starter potentially, but depending on the situation for Jacoby.
A lot more fluid. You know, sometimes it's a little confidence thing.
Kind of
As you can
indicates
see,
they don't have a
so
ton of
next two
confidence in
pitches,
Tua.
bang, bang, 0-2.
But we'll see. I could be wrong.
It doesn't matter whether you're
But, you know, Tua
19
does have
years old,
problems
your
in
very
terms of
first spring
velocity
training,
on the
or,
ball,
you know, whether you're
hip
35
concerns
years
in
old
the
and been a
future.
seasoned vet.
All right, Haas
That's
strikes
what
out on
I'm
3
telling you.
pitches.
Certainly
You know
picked him up, no doubt.
It's unbelievable what it takes to get you on top of your mental game.
All right, I guess we'll go to the top of the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, that's remember I had Galladay going to either one of the Ravens, the Dolphins, Jaguars, or Giants more than likely. Those were my most likely teams. Andy Dalton to the Bears, hilarious, yeah. Allen Robinson's career is over. You're right. Yeah, we'll talk more football later on. I'm not really, it's not really a football stream. Harper, Stott, and I don't know. It's not letting me see because it keeps saying strikeout for some reason. But it's Harper, Stout, and Jankowski. Had to get that in real fast or else it wasn't going to let me say it. I'm going to have to cover that up. That's really annoying. Yep, he did. Yep, signed with the Texans. Is crazy. I don't even have to do a football stream later tonight. We did enough football talk in this one stream here. Crazy. Not even a football stream. And all we've done is discuss football. That's why I'm not really responding much in depth to anything. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm not reading anything or involving any analysis to anything. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Andy Dalton and Bears, yep. Not trying to be rude. It's just like, yeah, you guys. I literally said I'm going to talk about football later. All anybody talks about. It's like, God. Ugh. Still a commercial break. Nah, Badu didn't play. What is this?
Well, this game's been a lot about.
I'm not starting it yet. There we go. It's actually Bethencourt is batting. Bethencourt? Can't turn it on because they're playing weird-ass music. Bottom of the 8th.
They had looked dynamite
There we go.
today.
Julio Teheran still in this ballgame.
I think he had, it was actually a piggyback game for him.
Oh, wow, they're going to let him pitch 8. I guess Tehran's just going to finish it out today. Not bad. Might as well give him 4.
I'm not sure, but I do believe he signed a minor league contract, and he's trying to add to their arsenal in the rotation. So
Yeah, Badu looked good. He didn't play today.
He's getting so stretched out. It was kind of a piggyback game.
And the Tigers also have tomorrow off, so there's no game tomorrow or anything, by the way. I'm probably actually taking the whole day off of streaming just to kind of recuperate and not really recuperate, just give myself a nice day out.
Be great for hockey.
I feel like I've streamed just about unless some crazy shit happens in
That trick.
Go Bull.
That trick.
Oh, man.
Good to get him out of the way right now.
It is. Get them all out.
Who's Jobu?
I think he's going to make the club.
Yeah, you think he has a
Garber's
chance?
going to make the club.
Think he has a chance? Man, we're seeing a lot of late movement with Tehran right now. Ball's getting in on their hands quickly. 1-2 count.
Wow, he's kind of staring. I don't think Tehran looked like that swing very much from Mr. Bettencourt.
They played together in Atlanta.
They sure did.
Oh.
Maybe you're right, Rubes. Oh, here we go.
Saw a little something there.
Nice. Let them know you're there. Right?
Very interesting.
That's a purpose. I'm sorry. Definitely a purpose pitch. I'm going to let you know I'm standing out here.
Did Tehran just really throw at a guy? Like throw near a guy?
There's no surprises here.
Pretty interesting. I think he's going to come back with that little slider away right here, though. Oh, they try to go after him.
Well, it's getting a little bit overly.
3-2.
He overthrew those last two, for sure.
Sure did.
You're going to call that
3-2,
first
you
one?
probably. Oh, hell yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he
that's
threw
good for
exactly
Detroit.
where he
Yeah, it's
wanted to.
crazy. Major League. I've seen Major League. I just don't know what Jobu is.
Benny doesn't believe me, Rube. There's that little cut slider on the outside part. 3-2 count.
What did you talk about just now? Oh, Kenny, yeah, there's no Tigers game tomorrow, and I don't think I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to take tomorrow off, I think.
Not a great
Have a chill
offensive
day.
for the Phillies.
Joe Boo is the voodoo doll? Okay.
No, but I'll take.
Oh,
pitching
that the
defense
big dude
over the
uses,
offense.
yeah.
Any
Yeah,
day,
okay,
particularly
yeah.
With this club that really needs pitching to establish itself, because this lineup's going to be a good one.
That Geronimo, I think, is his name.
Fastball.
Or what the hell is the big guy's name? His name's like Geronimo or some shit, right?
Here comes Bryson Stott.
Yeah, Daniel. Could be a very long season.
Came in
Don't know why I think his name is Geronimo, and if it's not, then I got him mixed up with an entire different movie series. But I remember they're the weird dude, superstitious
I
guy.
think Torres may have moved the second. I think they flipped.
Yeah, they flip-flopped because he shouldn't be in this.
Serrano. That's what it is. Okay.
They're trying
Geronimo,
to-
Serrano. You can tell I've seen that movie a very long time ago. Yeah, man, for someone who hasn't
that
seen the
number
movie
3
in
spot
probably a
one has
decade.
been no good today. You don't want to be in that one.
A lot of bad letters in those boxes.
Not bad.
Too many of the same letter.
What if Disney, Nick, WB Tunes, and Universal do the MLB playoffs and World Series with their cartoon crates? That'd be kind of cool, Charles, I guess, if you like kids.
I think he's the type of pitcher that
Geronimo.
makes a lot of
That makes
mistakes. He
sense.
really does, but
That
he
makes
gets
more
away with
sense
it
than
because
Geronimo.
he's
I don't know where I got Geronimo
essentially
from, but that's a funnier
wild.
name.
Yeah, and he's kind of deceptive because he changes that arm angle a lot, but that's caught up to him over the last couple of years.
I know Charlie Sheen's in it. And it's about the
So
Indians.
this is what it feels like late in a spring training game, huh?
And they got that, the dude who can steal all the bases really good because he's fast and he hangs the gloves up on the wall when he steals the bases. It's like, I know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know I've seen the movie, but I just don't.
There was that golf course right next
Probably
door we
been
used to always play.
that's strike three.
Way to support your teammates, Rick.
That's just a good
2 down in the bottom of the
It's
eighth.
off of the hip and over the plate.
What a teammate you are.
Strike three. How about this little flashback? 2013, remember? After Bryce Harper goes deep, yeah.
I don't think I'm going to watch any more spring training games. I'm just going to wait for the regular season. Yeah, I don't blame you, Bradley. It's a little hard to watch preseason stuff.
I don't mind
You
that.
should watch it.
I think
No,
second.
since it's been a minute. Yeah, maybe.
Well, there's certain guys that like to start fights. They like to throw.
Yeah,
inside a
Verdine.
lot.
Yeah, gotta finish this off good. Just for the Tigers to go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the ninth. Let's go.
It
Let's
really is a
go.
lost art because we talk about command, and I just don't think pitchers
Major
have
League was in
command
Toronto
like they used to
say,
back
I
in the
like
day.
Jesus. He is.
You know, guys they could throw it where they wanted.
He
They
is
can't
no,
do
but
it,
no
always
help
do
me with
that
curveball.
nowadays.
And the white guy says, "Are you
I
saying
think they
Jesus Christ
really-
can't hit a curveball?"
Like Ruben was talking about with Alvarado, and you were talking about the same thing.
Guess I'll have to rewatch the movie. I haven't
Focus
seen it
down
in
the
quite a
middle, let the
while.
ball move where it will. You know, I think when back in 5, 6 years, and then in the past before that, it was stay out of the middle third,
Right.
and throw on the other 2/3, up and down.
Well, the art of pitching is still
What-
that. Has,
to me,
that,
what
that
I
to
think
me
is the
has never
funniest
changed.
thing
I don't
about
know
the
if it's
Galladay
being
thing.
as emphasized as it is, spin rates and being able to really snap a breaking ball, or to be able to throw a fastball past by someone.
Yeah, but my problem with the spin rate thing is you may have X spin rate one day, but it's going to be Y or Z the next. I mean, you don't always have that same spin rate. It's impossible.
You would think that is the case. I think ultimately you just have to be able to carve up the strike zone, and that's where you separate yourself as a quality pitcher.
That's all I have to say. And they got him again. Struck him out.
Tehran did over his last 3 or 4 innings.
Good
I don't know.
outside part of the play.
All right, I appreciate you. I appreciate you,
you,
Bradley.
Gentlemen.
Like I said, I think Galladay is a great receiver, a top one. But again, you're gonna get some injury woes, I think. We'll see though. We'll see, and a bit of a diva issue too. But hey, if you want to spend 19, up right around $20 million for Galladay, you got yourself a number 1 receiver, very dominant receiver. And like I said, it seems like it's one of the 4 teams I mentioned, and it's looking like the Giants have emerged or are trying to emerge as the team to get him. We'll see if they actually can land this, though. That'd give the Giants a real wide receiver, though. They'd finally have one. Forrest Gump. That's all I have to say about that. It's Serrano. Oh, with the C. Okay. Bills grabbed Emmanuel Sanders. Yeah. Like I said, I only had about 4 teams that were realistically in line to get Kenny. And to me, it was the Ravens, Jaguars, Dolphins, or Giants in no real particular order. David Hale is going to pitch the 9th. It'll be Torkelson, Castro, Harold. It'll be Torkelson, Harold, Castro, and Nunez in the top of the 9th. Tigers need a score. The All-State guy. I wonder who's gonna. I wonder. The Galladay. As soon as one of these guys falls, the Patriots can go get Curtis Samuel, like I want us to do anyway.
Fans per game. Tickets are going fast.
Be nice to get goddamn Curtis Samuel.
To purchase.
Especially with all the things we've already added.
Are already sold out, including opening day. Get your tickets now, boys. Go get them. Go get them. Okay. Hurry up.
Hey, I got to tell you, I think I made a boo-boo. I don't think it's going to be 50% out on the 4th. Mr. Buck has scolded me.
Oh, you're in trouble. Nice.
I thought it was. I thought that was going to be the law change, but apparently that's
what they want to get to. I know that by a certain point, but I better
read that somewhere. Perhaps I did not read it correctly.
8,800, Ruben. I just said it.
No, I'm talking about that's opening day.
No, that's just
in general.
The tickets in general right now, 8,800.
I stand correct.
So you can tell Dave.
We got to cover.
We got to cover.
Your Bears signed on. Yeah.
Oh, we go to the top half. 9th inning.
Pats are buyers this year. Oh, yeah.
I believe that's David Hale.
Strike
and
one.
That is Mr. Torkelson, who was
Torkelson up against Hale.
One of the most highly touted hitters out of the draft, and I think he's got 1 hit. They think he finally got 1 hit. I'm not sure if that stat is correct, but I believe that Torkelson does have 1 hit this spring.
He's raking. He's really crushing the ball. Oh, man.
This kid was a first pick. He can swing it, but he's really struggling right now.
How about coming in?
He struck out on 3 pitches.
Pounding that pitch in there.
David Hale just made 3 real good pitches.
You know, he got
Here comes Paredes, Isak.
But I think he's going to have a.
These were the idiots that called him Isak Paredes and shit. They didn't know how to pronounce Isak.
This is the Princeton product, correct?
Yeah, it's always
like they knew it wasn't Isaac, but they didn't know it was Isak. Like it was like,
which is why he's
you're
here in the first
close.
place. But I mean, for Hale, you got to be pretty happy about that. You had him in New York, and then you have another. You could trust.
Everybody's just kind of refreshing Twitter, going, "Come on, something happened with some news." Somebody big sign.
Having the backing and having the comfort of knowing the manager and
look at the Cardinals. Hey, the Cardinals just got Rodney Hudson.
Coming in situation.
Breaking news for Mike Garafalo. The Raiders are finalizing a trade of center Rodney Hudson to the Arizona Cardinals for a swap of draft picks. That is a good move for the Cardinals. That is a great move for the Arizona Cardinals.
Does David Hale, and that's, I think, what
if you're an Arizona Cardinals fan, that is more important than signing A.J. Green.
Hey, you see the skipper?
Finally, this fucking dumb team gets a goddamn good lineman for their fucking superstar, their literal star quarterback. And what are they doing? Like, yeah, that's the best move I've literally seen this team make. Like, yeah, we got a 5'8" quarterback who's a monster in this league. Let's not protect him. He can survive on his own. No, he can't. He lasted 10 games last year, and he looked exhausted. Dude looked just tired. He's like,
it is like part of my job in the long run. Make sure I know what's
every time I seen these Cardinals, oh, that was close.
Gotcha. Maybe a little payback. You throw out one of mine, I throw out one of yours.
Yeah, a little bit of a hit by pitch there. Counting down the 9 minutes. That's funny. 9 minutes. Major League, both Field of Dreams. I don't like old movies, so I'll watch Major League, but I don't like old movies, so I probably won't watch those. find them boring. I don't like the camera of old movies. Very specific issue, and it's probably a little
They give me a mic.
individualistic, but
Good time for a 6-4-3. What do you say?
Nice call.
something about old cameras hurting my head and shit.
Dare I say this? If I was playing,
No, and it's not old, but like it's old in terms of
Nice
technology.
clean game so far. Defensively, what do you guys think?
It's something about the film thing they used at that time. Like, there's a stretch of movies I just can't watch because it fucking hurt. Dude, I get bad headaches.
Couple double plays.
Yeah. It's something. It's like modern film based. Until they switched to HD, I can't like barely watch movies back in the day. And I used to get really bad headaches watching TV even and watching movies back when I was younger. Something about it just really hurts my head.
And you got to make the plays when the
And it's
plays are
it would be a bitch if HD was never invented. I would have no use for technology. I'd be like, fuck all of it. All it does is hurt my head.
We heard Reese Hoskins talk about it. He said they're making an emphasis to be ready for every pitch, and that's something.
I got bullshit eyes. Like I'm telling you.
Lost in the shuffle, but just preparing that. You know, if this ball is hit at me, what am I going to do?
No, I need glasses desperately. Yeah, desperately need glasses. No, I desperately need them. I broke the last pair I had though. I fell asleep.
The mental preparedness
I just haven't got them.
is helping them to play clean baseball.
I mean,
I have miserable eyes. Miserable. I can barely see. Well, I can see well and make shapes out and everything like that and see definition, but I am nearsighted and I have no depth perception. So you know, that kind of sucks. But it's not like things are like blurry or anything like that. It's just nearsightedness. But like I have like perfect, like if something is this close, I can find.
It seems like getting to know themselves.
Like, but like the funny part about the color is the fact that I can see more colors than most people. Like I can see like random shades of pink on the color spectrums, different shades of all the blues, greens, pinks, yellows, oranges, reds. Like my eyes are very good with color separation. So that's interesting, I think. I'm like the opposite of colorblind. I have a really big color spectrum I can see, but everything else is shit with these eyes. Ryan Kreidler.
But I think as the
2 on, 1 out.
The last 2 years, I think this team has definitely become.
Peace out, Derek. Have a good one, man.
Baseball intelligent.
I don't blame
Does
you.
that make sense? Yeah. And I'm talking fundamentals.
Unless we had a 3-run home run, then everyone's gonna feel salty they gave up.
Before it's happening.
Students of the game.
Double play ends the game. There's one away in the top of the 9th. 2 down. Or Tigers are, the Tigers are down 2. 1 out. Swing and a miss by Kreidler. He took a rip and tried to make it a 3-run, 3-2 game.
I mean, you set the tone in spring training.
Do you guys remember when Justin Long used to sell Mac, or he was a Mac and the other guy was a PC? And Justin Long was a Mac guy, and he made Macs more popular and shit.
Aren't as prevalent anymore.
Now he's a PC guy again. It's crazy.
I don't think
he ripped on the Mac pretty good in a video I seen. I was like, wow. He switched sides. He's now on Team PC, the true.
Yeah, it's hurry up baseball now, guys. Get signed.
But it's weird because Intel made the commercial. It's weird. I'm fairly certain Intel makes Apple chips too, unless AMD makes Apple.
Championship caliber.
0-2 count. Ball 1 outside.
This is where you don't want to lose the hitter. All right, you dispose of.
Yeah,
the
go
first
Quan.
hitter,
5 minutes to
all
go.
of a
Tick,
sudden
tick,
you get
tick.
yourself into a hit batter, then a base on balls. Now all of a sudden you're a little shaky. Go ahead 0-2. This is where you have to finish.
Gabe Jackson could be traded soon from the Raiders.
Nice play.
It'll be ball 2.
Ben, are you coming out to talk to him right here? I know it's spring training, but I mean,
no.
Tiger lost. You think so, Eddie?
He's a veteran guy. He knows.
Did we hit a double play or something? That sucks. I hope not.
If you were to do it, it's because of the pitch count. 18 pitches.
My man Eddie's looking into the future.
Just to slow him down and get some air back.
I'd be surprised if the Jags have a good season. Maybe. Yeah, Amir, you're late. We've already talked about that. Yeah, as I said, yeah, finally they finally went and got a goddamn lineman for their fucking quarterback, for their midget quarterback. Finally, they got an offensive lineman. Like, what is taking? Go get linemen. What are they doing?
I mean, it's that
You know what I mean? It's like, good job. Wow, Arizona.
Use your movement to the best of your ability.
Wow, you have a midget quarterback and you finally got a lineman. You know what I mean? It's like, good. No, Amir, I'm not talking to you. Yeah, I understand. But it's mainly to Arizona. It's like, yeah, that's all you should be getting. Why didn't you sign Kevin Zeitler? God damn it, we lost. All right, well, that's all right. It was a very good. It was a well-pitched game and a well-defended game by both teams. Our offense really needs to do something, though. But yeah, Amir, finally, the Cardinals might actually be a real threat to do something now that they might be in the business of defending Kyler Murray a little bit. You might not sound crazy if you were to pick the Cardinals again this season to finally be able to do something, especially if it appears that they're going to try to build something to defend Kyler and not just get glory pieces like A.J. Green. No, the Raiders wanted to cut his contract. That's why they let him go. His contract is huge. He's not exactly. It was a luxury cut, I would have to argue, for the Raiders. But for the Cardinals, it's literally like a giant piece to a very weird puzzle they have to figure out if they want to compete in that division, especially against the 49ers and the Rams. And the Bucks, who have quite the fucking ferocious pass rush. The Saints have quite the difficult passing to deal with. The Giants have a good defense. And it appears the Giants are trying their damnedest. They're making their hardest push. But there's some reports that there's like a fear that they could fumble the bag on it. Amir, I don't know, man. I would hope. I bet you're getting nervous and more nervous about the Kenny Golladay thing because it's heating up. But it's like if it doesn't happen, oh man, you guys know you fucked it up because you guys should be. He should be on your team, Amir. You guys should be having Kenny Golladay next season. Like, it appears to be one of those things there. As long as you guys don't fucking cheap out at the last second on him, he's pretty much your guys' wide receiver for the next couple seasons. It's just, boy, oh boy, don't cheap out. But all right, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I know. Oh, free agency just started. Let's go see if anything crazy just happened. Yeah, he just wants big money. Kenny Galladay's basically a highest bidder guy, and it sounds like the Giants are about to be the highest bidder. Kenny, Happy New Year. It's officially the new NFL year, guys. It's a new year. Holy shit. Oh, I'm just kidding. Let's see if anything crazy. Pick up for someone. Will Fuller. Yeah, he will be. I agree. All right, see you later, Kevin. Thanks for coming by, man. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here, you guys. I'll be live later tonight to do an NFL talk, so fun stream. Yeah, we'll do NFL later tonight, so make sure you tune back in for that. And, yeah, I'll see you around. Thank you guys for all the likes. Thank you for the dislikes. Alex Smith got, I don't know, maybe. He might. I don't know. We'll see. All right, see you guys. Peace out. Have a good one. I'll talk to you guys later at the NFL stream, which I'm sure we'll talk predominantly about baseball. So, peace out. See you guys later. Have a good day. But thank you for the likes, too, by the way. I appreciate you guys. Peace. Probably 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern, just for a heads up. 9:30, 10 o'clock ish. All right, peace out, guys. We'll be right